And we're off mute, so hopefully everybody can hear us. Hi, everybody.
People.
I think we're live. I hope we're live.
Yes, I see us on the screen.
Live. Yes, woohoo! Good, we're live. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the party. Thanks for stopping by. I'm super excited to be here, and I know everybody else is too, for the first of our Emissaries of Avithna campaign. So I just wanted to... I don't really know what I'm doing, so just bear with me. I'm figuring this out as I go. But
doing good.
Welcome to the party is awesome. I hooked up with the group probably not a year ago even, and it's been a great place, a great community, and super about being inclusive and equitable, where people can learn how to stream like I am, or learn how to play games on stream and give them a place to do it. So it's a great place, and I'm super excited to be a part of it. I want to shout out the sponsors, Devin Rue, maker of the most amazing maps ever. Also super cool person. She sends out Christmas cards. If you are on her Patreon, she's amazing. Tabletop Loot, maker of dice, shirts, mugs, and more, mostly dice, and I have several sets from them. They're awesome. And of course, So Nerdwear, or what I'm supposed to say, it's what the nerds wear, and they are our merch sponsor, and if you use the code WELCOME at checkout, you'll get 10% off your purchase at sonerdwear.com. Let's see if it's working. Yeah, it's working. And then the best way to support the channel in the ongoing work is through the Patreon. You'll get interviews with players, mods, DMs, behind the scenes looks at the games, from art to notes, and help in the goal to be able to underwrite amazing artists, writers, creators from across the gaming universe as a way to showcase their amazing work on the channel. So check out the Patreon.
I've got it in chat for you.
Oh, thank you. Best do that, because I just mistyped it because I'm dumb. And then don't forget to join us on Discord. It's the best place ever. A great, amazing group of people that have become super awesome friends for me. So I think it's a great place, and you want to check that out. So welcome to our first game, the Emissaries of Avithna. I'm going to go around and let everybody introduce themselves, and then I'll introduce the game, and we'll get started. So we are going to start with the person below me, so Fox.
Oh, okay. Hi, my name is Fox Barrett. You can find me on Twitter at Fox_Barrett. I'm not sure what all you want, just like
what your character's name is.
We're also in, okay, it's okay. My character's name is Kavi. She is a halfling rogue, really into shooting arrows at people. Mostly shoots them, for fun, but sometimes for danger, because she's that kind of a gal. And I don't know a ton about her yet. I've barely met her.
No, it's great, fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay, Miriam.
Hi, I'm Miriam, and you can find me on Twitter at media_junkie, and I will be playing a Tiger Folk rogue named Bubber Shear. And I think in our sort of session 0, I just had 2 words to describe them, which is Roadside Romeo.
I love that.
I love it so much.
You know where this is going.
Yeah.
We're troublesome. Definitely. Smooth sailing.
Leona.
Hi, my name is Leona. You can find me on Twitter at the Leona Maple. And tonight I will be playing Sita, what am I even? I can't even remember anymore.
You're a lion folk guardian warrior.
I am. I'm a guardian warrior, and I'm a lioness. I'm a beast folk lioness.
And then Silent Ferrets.
Hi, I'm Silent Ferrets. You can find me on Twitter at thousandheads, or on my games at itch on silentferrets.itch.io. I design games. My character is a blooded mage that talks to inanimate objects and believes that her mom fell in love with a ghost or a fox spirit or both, and that's her dad. It's confusing.
It's great, thank you. And last but certainly not least, Kupo Knight.
Yay! Hi, everybody. I'm Gemma. My pronouns are they, them. And for this campaign, I will be playing Asha, Asha Nightcaller, an owl folk, and they are a rogue.
And I am Kate. I'll be the storyteller for this adventure that we're starting out on tonight.
Are you muted?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Do you have your mic input muted in OBS?
No. Can you not hear me? Because it says it's going through.
Just needs to down mix to mono. Not sure what Dark means by that.
Check your Discord messages.
Doing it right now. Okay. Just give me 1 second to fix things.
It's not a stream until something breaks.
Fair.
We are a true stream now.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be like.
How? Is that better? Did that work? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
you're good.
I can hear you.
So hopefully that worked, and someone will tell us in chat if it doesn't. Okay, there we go. Perfect.
They're saying
Awesome.
they got pauses. In chat.
Sweet. Okay, sorry about that.
Awesome.
I am Kate. I go by Me in Midair on the Twitters, which is pretty much where I spend most of my time, and I'm excited to get this game going in this world of my creation. So let's jump into it. As long as I can get my chat moved correctly.
Let's go for it.
Okay, anyway, so you have all received a note that has directed you to come to a specific tea house in the town of Govara. It is called the Menopoli Tea Salon, and you have been invited there explicitly to meet with someone who may have something of interest to you. Govara is on the, if you can see it, I'll pull it up on the map. It's this town right here. If you all see that. So it's kind of on the coast. It's a smaller city, and you have all recently come to the area. Why are you in Govara?
I have a cousin who has decided that instead of staying in the villages, they wanted to go and make their way being a merchant, and they are not being very successful.
I like
So
it.
I'm just
Probably because I heard there was work here for a lot of like no questions asked. Hey, we just need somebody to stand around and look tough while we, you know what? Don't worry what we're doing. We're doing it in the back room, and you don't have to be any part of it. Just hang out for a bit. And I was like, cool. I need to lay low for a while anyway and get some money because I'm starting to burn through everything I had saved. So yeah, I'm just hanging out around troublesome folks.
So my character had to bounce from Venarisi because I may have been playing, or sort of, let's just say I was maybe getting involved with too many people, and all of them found out and were really mad at me, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta bounce anyways. Okay, thanks, bye. And that was the nearest town, major town.
For me, or for Asha, I was sent on a sort of a messaging courier, not a mission, but like it's part of my duties to suzerain lobby in my original city. So I'm supposed to send a message to one of suzerain lobby's friends, but yes, mysteriously this note, and I'm very young and curious, so I decided to go into this tea shop to check things out.
For me, or for Sita, I should say, Sita comes from the Atavi villages, but she's come here because she's heard rumors that the Yuan-Ti are amassing an army. And so she is out of the Atavi villages for political reasons. She's seeking more information. She wants to protect her home. And that's what brings her to town.
So I will let you decide who gets there first. But I'll give you a description of the place where you're going. You will find yourself at the door of a small 2-story tea house to the west of the merchant district in Govara. Set among modest homes, it gives off an unassuming and quiet vibe. It's just a very quiet, downstated tea house.
Does anybody want to jump on that grenade of going in first?
I will.
So you arrive to the door. It is an open establishment. The door is open. You can walk right in.
I will enter.
As you enter into a long hallway, and you are greeted by a beautiful young half-elf woman who has like a very brown, a brown tint to her skin, but like a just darker, but not completely. It's hard to explain. Anyway, like a darker tint, and she's one of the most beautiful young people that you've ever seen, and she welcomes you and says, "What has brought you to the tea house today?"
I received a message. I was told to come here and that there was relevant information awaiting me.
Yes, please follow me. And she'll direct you into forward and to the right into a very large tea room. The centerpiece is a large raised dais, which sits a large square wooden table surrounded by cushions and mats. She offers you a seat at the table and says that we're waiting for some other guests who should be along shortly. Please help yourself to tea and refreshments.
Sita will sit and we'll sip some tea and just sort of chill out and observe.
I guess I'll go next.
You guys can all show up at the same time, just whenever you end up showing up. Yeah.
I walk in after Baba Share, behind their tail, so to speak.
Oh, okay, great. So Babar Share and Asha walk in. You're greeted by the same beautiful young woman who asks what you're doing there. I'm assuming you tell her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm kind of like stunned by her beauty, so I'm just kind of stuttering and going, I received this note.
Already getting primed over here.
I love it.
No time wasted.
My feathers are just being ruffled because I'm just like.
And she'll greet both of you and says, yes, please follow me. And takes you into the same tea room, offers you places at the table, and says there will be a few more people joining us. Please enjoy the refreshments that are set before you.
And the minute I see Sita, like all of a sudden it's like wind starts going fast and I'm just like,
I'm weirded out, like, where is this wind coming from?
That is the best right there. Asha wins at that moment.
I just sort of like, blown away, and I'm just staring, and there's like this little, in my head, this little tune sort of like ding 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 ding.
Oh my god. I'm dying.
And I just sit down and I was like, hi.
And so all of this is happening in Bubba Share's world. Sita has no fucking clue that there's music playing, that there's wind blowing, just random like shit's happening, and Asha's freaking out, and Sita's over there going, what is going on? Like, what? And just sort of looks back at them and is still sipping her tea, and says, hello. And that's it.
Hi, Michael Fee.
I wave a wing. Hello. And then sip tea.
Sita finally notices Asha and kind of is slightly more warmer towards Asha and says, hi.
Hello.
Did your friend just call me a Kofi?
Well, we're not really friends. We just came in through the door at the same time, but yeah, I sorry. I feel like I should be saying sorry, even though I don't know why. But I'm Asha. Nice to meet you.
Sita, it is nice to meet you too. It would be nice to be referred to as Sita rather than Kulfi.
Hi, Sita. I am Babashir.
Bashir, it is nice to meet you. So I take it both of you got a message as well then?
Yes, I kind of waved the note. Like, I'm surprised that I guess you did too. Kind of surprised we all did. I wonder how many more people are going to show up.
I have no idea. I know about as much as you know.
Oh.
Okay, because yeah, like I feel like that's a perfect opportunity. So all 3'2" of little Kavi rolls into this tea shop. She's got a bag in one hand and like that note in the other, and it's like, all right, I got some kind of weird invitation and a sack of gold. How's the girl have a good time in here?
You're greeted by the young woman, and she kind of giggles.
Oh, that's how. All right.
She kind of giggles a little bit, and she's like, please follow me," and leads you
Gladly.
and leads you into the tea room, offering you a seat at the table. I believe we're waiting for one more. Please have a seat, and then the lady will be
no
with
problem.
you.
Throw the sack of gold on the table and just kind of like kick back.
Enjoy the refreshments available to you.
Immediately reaching for like, yeah, the tea, the food, whatever is available.
My eyes and owl eyebrows are just like, woo, at looking at the gold. But then I wave a wing at
Kavi.
newcomer.
So cute.
Oh yeah, it's just like, hi, Kavi. I know this was like a whole party affair, but nice to meet. Like looking at each of you, y'all.
Sita.
Sita.
My name
Okay.
is Sita. Nice to meet you, Kavi.
Asha.
Same.
Hi.
Gotcha. Noted. Okay. Cool.
Share. Babashir.
Bumper share. Okay. I think I can manage that.
I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop outside of the door and look at the note, and be like, "Is this the right place?" And stare at the paper until it answers me.
And it will be like, yes, it says it right here. I'm positive. I'm
It's a big
positive. Just
As
go
I
in.
walk in, I'm touching the doors and caressing the wood because it's much bigger than anything I'm used to, and I'm very distracted by every single object in the room and staring at them.
And then the young woman comes forward to you. Hello, can I help you?
What? Oh, huh? Me?
Yes,
Me.
yes, you.
Hi.
Did you receive a note
From who?
that directed you to come here to the tea salon?
It was very insistent. Yes.
Yes.
It's really kind of a moody little thing. Is it?
Yes,
my God.
of course. And would you please follow me?
Is this the person I'm supposed to meet? Hello?
No.
Oh, sure. I guess.
So yeah, she leads you into the tea room and offers you one of the last seats at the table. There's still one left, and she says, "Please help yourself to refreshments and get to know one another a little bit. The lady will be with you shortly." And she leaves and shuts
Is
the
there
door
a
behind.
cushion on it, or is it like a solid wooden?
It's a
seat?
solid. Oh no, there's a cushion. It's cushions on the ground, kind of like with a dipped foot place to put your feet, and then a table. So it's a low table.
Oh, you're fancy. Can I sit on you?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
sit
what
on
I'm for.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I'm not actually making eye contact. I'm very distracted by everything.
My feather. Tried to grab his attention.
Oh, what? Huh? Hi. Oh, me? Sorry.
Oh, just wanted to say hello.
Hello. Yes, that one. Hi, I'm Prakrit. I forgot how to say it. Prakirti. How are you? Who are you? How is that? Sorry, you're an owl. That's not nice.
Off to a rip roaring start here, aren't we?
Oh,
That was so cute.
Hi. I'm Asha. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Asha. I already said it. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's all good.
Who's your friend? I'm probably talking about the cup you're drinking from.
Oh, my cup?
Share, bumper share. Thinking totally means me.
You're friendly.
At this point, I'm eyeing the door.
The door has been shut.
Looking at my cup. My friend. My friend.
It's a long awkward pause, and then the door opens.
Oh, thank goodness.
Awkward.
A woman walks in,
Defend
and
myself.
she's not very tall. You'd think but she has a presence to her. She shuts the door behind her, saying out of it as she goes, Citrine, please make sure no one bothers us. Thank you. Shuts the door behind her, walks towards you. If you can see the picture on the wall behind me, I don't think you can. No. Oh, bummer. She is has long, dark hair, very like a nutmeg skin, and she is wearing just a beautiful purple beaded. Trying to remember what it's called. I'm the worst at this. Probably because I'm nervous. Anyway, a very purple beaded top with some loose pants, lots of jewelry, and very diminutive for what you feel is a very strong presence. She comes and joins you and sits at the table and says, "Welcome. Thank you all for answering my note."
It was a nice note. Insistent though. Kind of emotional.
They sometimes are. I am Lady Minsay, and I am in need of a special group of people with skills. And I hope that this is you all.
Sure, where are we breaking into? What's up?
I don't know if you've heard.
We're working together, right?
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm pointedly looking at Sita.
That is my
How did you
hope.
How did you even find out about us?
Yes, we will get to that. There is problems on our continent today, but I would like to get to know a little bit more about you, if that would be okay.
It's all in my file, I think.
I
I
have...
pointed out like the
Oh, no,
okay.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I pointed like the food and the drink and stuff's on the table. So wait, is this on you then? Is this comped?
Yes.
I scrape my gold back off the table and like scroll it away into my clothing.
I start like picking a plate and just grabbing some, like out of nervousness.
Yes, please, enjoy the food. So, Prakirti, I brought you here because of your special skills that I've heard about from a friend of mine. You can talk to things.
Usually, they're friendlier than people most of the time. More helpful. For example, your shirt doesn't have anything to say to me right now. It's very discreet.
I pick my clothes wisely.
Good. That's good. I should do that. That would make sense. Oops.
But thank you for being here. Now, Kavi, I hear you're a whiz with the bow. I actually got to see you perform once. A while back.
Well, I mean, it's been a few years, but I like to think that I can shake the rust off when I need to.
I've been around a little bit longer than most would think, and I think that you have what it takes.
I know I have what it takes, but I mean, just depends on what you need, Chad.
Yeah. Now, Sita, I know you're looking for news of what's going on with the Wanti.
Yes.
I can help you with this, but I need your help as well.
What can I do for you?
I need your special skills in protecting this group.
Sita kind of looks around and goes, okay.
That snort laugh is in character, incidentally. Kavi finds this idea hilarious.
Personally, I protect intimidating.
Sita's not quite convinced, but she's secretly deeply amused by everyone in this room right now. So she's just kind of like, all right. And I hope in return I get to know a little more about you, Lady Minsay.
Of course. Of course. Babasher, I have heard that you have a way with people.
And at this point, I'm sort of listening, but I'm like sipping my tea, slurping very loudly, and staring at Sita this entire time.
They certainly have a way with people.
I've heard good
And then I push my
things.
hat forward.
This job pays well, right? Just to clarify,
Yes.
because and I just look at everyone else in the room and look back as if to say, "Are you kidding me?"
Yes, yes. And Asha, you come highly recommended as one who is trained in both stealth and martial.
Oh, I kind of slightly preen a little, like unconsciously, because like I like receiving praise. I'm like, oh, well, I'm honored someone mentioned that about me, but I think like Sita said, it'd be nice to get to know who I'm going to have do this task for, since I already serve other people as well, you know.
Yes, I have spoken to Lavi.
Oh, I wasn't.
They recommended you.
Oh, it was Suzerain Lavi.
Yes.
Oh, I'm well. I am at your service, my lady.
So let me tell you about me. I am Lady Minsay, and I am the leader of a special organization here in Avithna and in other parts of the world as well that is focused on ensuring that people are allowed to be free and continue to be free wherever they are.
That's good, because people are usually expensive.
They got a point.
You know,
Sita will genuinely laugh at that.
Yeah, she has a point. I mean, the other day, just to have a fun time, I kind of, and at this point, I pulled my pockets are kind of like there's like a fly coming out and a moth. I was like, people are expensive.
more in the metaphysical sense that you, Prakirti, should be allowed to talk to your objects the way that you choose to.
Yes, that's what I
Yes.
meant. I didn't mean like what his pockets meant, because that's just dirty.
Still has a point, honestly.
That I was just like that. I agree. I was just like,
So, I have a concern, and I would like you all to be a part of my organization, but there's always a mission one must undertake before joining us and being let into our secrets, if that makes sense.
No, trust issues, I get it.
like a test.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's a small test, but I hope that you will undertake it together, which is a very big deal because usually we send people out on their own. But this is important, and I think We need all of you for it.
I'm so glad we're working together.
I'm trying to ascertain where Baba Cher is looking at this time. I'm like kind of like
Still at Tita. This entire
Actually,
time,
this
still
entire time,
this entire time. Okay.
this entire time, this shield.
Am I gonna need to get a pry bar for you two?
Do you not see the curtain?
The curtain.
Well, given that it would probably simply be a reassignment from my usual duties, I guess I am required to accept.
I mean, I'm down. I need the cash. I'm not very liquid right now.
And I just turn out my pockets and continue sipping.
And as I said earlier, Scissor and Lavi recommended me to you, so I'm here for you, Lady Minsei.
Thank you.
Perhaps I'm the only one enchanted by our mission. But yes, I am in.
Good.
I am also very enchanted by our mission.
Do those sorts of lines usually work? Because, like, I'm kind of feeling like... Oof.
I am also
Shaking my head.
by your mission, and can you buy my cousin's tomatoes? Because he's got like 300 he needs to offload by like this week.
Sure.
That was so good.
Very good at this whole trader things. He's really not good. Really
Wait,
not.
so he's not a good trader?
No, he's
What
not.
is he? What's your cousin good at? Uh-oh.
That was a deep sigh.
Yeah, that was a
So-
very sigh.
We will find his skills. We will find them. He will find himself one day.
But if he's not a good trader, that's good, right? Because then not betraying people.
Trading tomatoes. He's got 300 tomatoes. He paid too much for them. Now he's sitting on 300 tomatoes, and he's got to do something with them.
I will buy the tomatoes.
Okay.
You can make sauce.
Crisis averted.
Then his
So-
sister might take that as Okay. Anyway, sorry. You got to think about tomatoes. You know, it's
That's a
important.
lot of tomatoes.
It is a lot of tomatoes.
Are they juicy tomatoes?
I honestly don't know. I saw him, and then he told me that his sister wrote him a letter, and his sister wasn't happy with me, and he was talking about the tomatoes, and then the note arrived.
Sip my tea.
It was a good excuse to get out. Plus, the tomatoes were all in a bad mood. And have you ever heard 300 talking angry tomatoes?
I bury my face in my hands.
Anyway,
I just refill the tea and just keep drinking. Just go.
Tita at this point wants to know more. 300 talking tomatoes. Where are you from, friend?
Uh,
The moon, apparently.
Shh.
I actually forgot the name of the it's Avadi, right? Is that the township area that we talked about?
the Tavi villages, yeah.
I'm from the Atavi villages. I'm from
Oh,
Oh, well, there you go.
like me.
Yeah. Just see that you would be able to tell immediately probably my social role in the Tavi villages, since I have pale white skin that kind of glitters a little bit, and pale light blue white hair that kind of vacillates between those colors, and eyes that also kind of seem a little glittery at times and are blue and pale and stuff like that.
You remind me of my best friend. She too is a Sathea.
Oh, you were her protector then.
You're in good hands.
I and my protector get along great. We're best
That
friends.
sounded really strange. Oh no.
We have no problems whatsoever.
Oh,
I'm so
dear.
glad you're gonna protect all of us.
Oh my god.
I appreciate.
I shoot kind of an angry look over at Baba Shareth for that. Like, yeah, all of us. Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
protect you.
Curtain goes back up.
Bumpkins, I swear.
Let me tell you what I need from you, and then I'll go get some things, and I'll let you get to know each other. How does that work?
Mm-hmm.
Please let one of those things you get be booze. I think I'm gonna need it.
I promise that there will be booze handy, not here, but somewhere else.
The people. We're
Hold
supposed
you that.
And she says, I just had a group that I work with. They are not part of my organization, but I work with them, and they returned from a journey from Faerun, and they came upon an uncharted island, and a ship was there that ran them off. And I am concerned. I would like if you would go and check out this island as a fact-finding mission. Please do not get hurt. Do not fight if you don't have to, but I want to know what's going on.
What's the name of the island again?
I do not know. It is not one that is on our charts.
Oh,
It is about
discovered.
a day out of Varanasi, and I find that very interesting since there was not an island there before.
So weird, mysterious, magical island. Probably.
Island there before?
Yeah, it happens.
I have concerns. I have heard rumors of why the 1T are amassing an army, and I don't think they're going to march on Avithna proper. I believe they are worried about invaders, and I am concerned that we have not seen this island before, and we don't know who these people are.
So we'll ask the island what it's doing there, and come back with information. Sounds easy.
Yes, I had hoped it would be.
Lady Rinsay, are you too concerned about outsiders?
Yes. I have heard rumors of a country called Vasahata, and I am not sure that I like what they are doing.
It is deeply concerning.
Yes,
What makes you so concerned?
all I have so far are rumors, but they like to go to places and become friends.
I like
sounds-
making friends.
Yeah,
Yeah, honestly, I'm not feeling especially threatened here.
Have I heard of the Wasahata in
I'm curious if we've all heard of them as
the only
Eric.
person that probably we would have heard of them would be Babashar, and that would be like a passing rumor in the marketplace of Varanasi.
Is there
I have heard of such names being thrown around in Varanasi.
Asahata.
News to me. Oh.
I
I have heard the word assimilation, and I don't like it.
That is not a good word.
Yeah, it's got too many letters in it.
That too.
that just depends on how it's used, I guess.
Do I have any lore knowledge related to Avasahata?
No, you wouldn't. This is a new,
I heard-
completely new.
I heard a courtesan say that once to someone when I was delivering a message, assimilation. But they were already assimilating, I think, at the time.
How long have they been on the continent?
I don't know. That's what I would like to find out. So I'm hoping that you will join the captain and a few of his special crew members who were on that trip to take you back to the island and find out some information for me. That is what I need.
Sure, burp. When do we leave?
So reconnaissance.
Yes. I had hoped you would leave tonight, if that would work for all of you.
Ooh.
Are we going to Varanasi? Or are we going straight to the boat? Because I have no problem going back. It's just that I should mention, well, I had...
You're not allowed there, are you?
Whatever.
No, I can go back. It's just that I might have several couples upset at me because I was having a good time with one and the other, and they didn't quite know that. They kind of wanted me.
Well, I've got some really good news. We've got a big, strong protector, and she's just gonna take care of everything. So don't sweat it.
Woohoo!
That's me, right?
Looking forward to that.
I will eat you. You are half my size.
Hey! Whoa! Excuse you.
I'm not hungry.
I'm going to go get anything you might need. Please do get to know one another a little bit better. And she is going to book it out of the room and shut the door behind her.
I have like a wing extended. I'm like, Lady Minsay.
Yeah, take me with you. When you say I will eat you, I was like, please do.
Oh,
Gosh. That's not surprising.
I'm just fanning myself with my wing.
Legitimately not sure whether or not to be threatened or enticed, or I'm mostly confused. I'm gonna settle on confused. You gonna eat that? Just pull it over to myself.
Are we ready to go?
Anytime.
All right, well then finish your meals. I guess we better get going.
I have nowhere else to go. Yeah, I'm just like stuffing at this point because I think we're gonna leave. So I'm just like,
Yeah, I stand to eat, and then as soon as the plate's empty, like drop it on the table, kind of my hands off.
So that we'll just sit and very quietly eat well, and then gather their things. And I'm assuming we kind of know where we're going.
You'll be handed that. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Is there a like centerpiece or a large serving dish on the table?
There is
specific-
a large marble Lazy Susan.
I want to take the Lazy Susan.
It's
What?
huge. It's heavy.
Aw.
it's pretty big.
Would you like a biscuit?
Yeah, I don't think that that's food. I think that's just part of the table.
Yeah.
But it's really, really, really unhappy here.
So am I. I'm leaving.
Well,
Please don't leave. Brigirti, what if we came back for the Lazy Susan after our little boat trip?
Yeah, maybe you can ask them to wait a little while longer.
Yeah, we can like pass it up the chain to the Lazy Susan's boss or whatever.
lazy. That's not how. I know it's probably strange, but just because I talk to inanimate objects and you don't, doesn't mean I don't recognize that other people don't talk to inanimate objects. It's just very unhappy here. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well,
I'm
It
just
is-
worried that if we bring the Lazy Susan with us, we might sink the boat.
Is it that big?
It's
Probably heavy.
it's really
About the size
large,
of the table, I
and
meant.
it's about the size of
I'm-
the table.
I'm
Oh.
more legitimately worried that we might just piss off our future employer here. So I don't know about y'all. I'd really like to get paid. So like, let's maybe not steal the nice lady's stuff. There's a thought.
He has a point. I kind of want to do well on this like reconnaissance like test. You know.
Yeah, honestly, this sounds like easy work. Why threaten it? You know?
My payment is the enjoyment of your company and
Oh my
presence.
god, I can't. I'm no door.
I get my wing and just start like shooing Baba Share out the door. Like, come on, let's go. Keep
You
this-
three out the door. Give us one moment. Brigirti, if you would be so kind as to ask the Lazy Susan to just wait a day or two for us, and then the Lazy Susan, wow, that's a hard word to say, can be free.
Lazy Susan, would you be willing to endure 2 more days of bondage, servitude, and misery while we go off on some sort of adventure that may result in all of our deaths? And if we happen to make it back alive, we will free you from your indentured servitude that you never ever consented to, and then that will finally bring you the freedom that Lady Minsay stands for.
I guess.
And yes, I'm willing to spend the MP to activate my ability if that's...
No, you don't have to. I'll let you just have it. I don't care that much. But yeah, I guess.
I love that the Lazy Susan's response to that plea is like, eh.
Well, lazy is pretty lazy. It doesn't belong here. It deserves to be free. Sita, you understand?
I empathize with you, friend, but I don't want to sink the boat or hurt the boat's feelings.
Boats don't have feelings. They're made up of individual wooden planks, each of which has its own identity. It's not like that.
Oh, I see. It's a collaborative effort. My mistake. Still, it might not be very nice for us to sink the boat. And Lazy Susan sounds like she can be lazy for a day or two, and we can come back for her. I promise it'll be okay.
You're infantilizing me, and I understand why you're doing this.
It's because we have a mission at hand, friend.
One day, we will need Lazy Susan's help, and she will not be there to help us, and you will regret this day, Sita. And I walk out of the room crying.
Oh, baby.
Oh, Lord. What is the name of the deity of this place? Please.
By the way, I also stole my teacup.
Yeah, I assumed you did. I just assumed that was happening.
I just assumed it.
The deity of this place?
Of like this town or this
Oh,
whatever.
good question. I don't remember. Sorry.
Well, whatever it is, Sita's gonna say their name 5 times over.
Okay.
Give me strength.
I'll look it up at some point and I'll let you know. Sorry. And you all head out. You are met at the door by that same young, beautiful woman. She hands you a letter, and she's going to hand it to Sita.
Good call.
Yeah. And
Thank you.
The name of the captain of the ship. She says, go to the docks. You're looking for the Celandine, Captain Baldo Wake. He should be able to help you.
Thank you. And she'll lead the group so long as no one else wants to lead.
And I'm just following behind you.
I am.
They're tiger, but I think that might be problematic.
I'm following Sita as well, just because I'm curious, but also keeping an eye on Baba Cher.
And I start singing a song, sort of like, wherever you travel, I will follow you like a shadow.
And I know I'm down here. I can still hear you up there. Incidentally.
Are you doing the hand motions?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Then I'm copying them. You need backup dancers.
Oh no.
Sita is regretting every second of this.
As you are walking down the street in the middle of town, this great entourage with someone singing and backup dancing in the background. This is amazing. People are noticing you as you walk by.
Yeah. I'm
And
not
then there's
used,
another song.
I'm not
Is
used
it-
to that kind of attention, so I'm just like looking around, just going, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah. I immediately pull my scarf all the way up into a hood over my face. It's just like, oh, God.
Is it common to see a lioness walking in the streets? Probably not.
Super common, especially followed by, a tiger
An entourage.
and,
A lioness
an
wearing a yellow
owl
sari.
person. Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite a scene. Sita just keeps her head up and keeps her face forward and just keeps walking.
Uh,
I
And has a spear in one hand
Yeah.
and kind of irritatedly looks at anyone that maybe is going to approach to say something, and she is not taking
No.
it at all.
people are giving you all a wide berth.
That's fine.
And
She's
then I
gonna
start-
take it and keep walking as fast as she can.
and then I start another song as soon as that ends. It's just like, I saw a girl and she looked like the first light of dawn, like the silk in a sari, and the rays of light as it falls on the ground, and various other things.
I quicken my pace.
Like,
In
Everyone's,
fact, I start running.
everyone is speed walking.
Yeah.
Running at
I'm
this
like
point.
using my wings to like kind of like make me glide a little. Just to, like,
Is it giving like air, sort of like the mysterious fans in a song?
yeah, it accidentally gives you wind, which wasn't my intention. but it ends up like helping you out, and it annoys me. So I'm just like,
Please tell me we reach this
You
damn boat.
you've gotten to
If
you've gotten to
we're
the dock.
going on all 4 legs
Yeah,
at this
yeah. You've made it to the dock.
oh,
Oh my god. You made it to the dock. Weird looks the entire way. And you ask for directions, I'm assuming, and are directed to the Celandine. And you come upon it, and standing at the bottom of the gangplank, I think probably is what it's called, is an older male halfling who has short braided blonde hair and brown eyes, rugged, sunburned, kind of grayish skin. He's really short. He's like 2'11". Because Kavi, you're like 3 foot something, right?
Yeah, I'm like 3'1".
Yeah,
Or
okay.
3'2".
Okay, 3'2".
I'm really
okay.
tall for a halfling.
Yeah. Okay, so then I guess he's medium. And he's pretty muscular. He has an oval, average face with kind of a spotty beard. And he looks at you and he's like squinting, looking and waiting. And he sees you all approach. He goes, you finally made it. Good.
I say to him in halfling, I am so sorry for what you're about to have to deal with.
In back he's like, okay.
Still in halfling, you'll see, don't worry about it. And then back in common, hail friend.
Captain, thank you very much for having us.
Yes.
Hello, my magnanimous friend, the purveyor of boats and the
right.
something.
So, my name is Baldo Wake, Captain Baldo Wake. This is my ship. If you'd like to board, we have spaces for you. It's a little smaller than the one I'm normally in, but it'll work for our mission. And he's like squinting the entire time he's talking. He just keeps squinting. Like
I squint back just to kind of.
He's like, so yeah, but head on up there. Elida will help you when you get there. She's got the lay of the land. I'm gonna make sure the last few things get on board, and we'll leave a little before nightfall.
I don't mean to be rude, Captain, but are your eyes okay? Do you?
Yeah, you think there's something wrong with my eyes?
No. No.
Oh, okay. Great.
Okay.
Great.
Well, I'm
Thanks.
happy to be on board. Thank you for your service. And then I just kind of shuffle away.
I shrug at him and then say again in halfling, tall folk, and walk onto the boat.
I'm only 5 foot.
I'm 3 of those. You got 2 feet on me. You're all monsters as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, gosh.
Did you just call the beast folk?
Don't call me.
Oh.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, Sita will take it considering she threatened to eat Kavi earlier.
Boing.
That's
That's true.
Are
Hang
you
on a
calling
second.
Never mind.
this goddess in front of us a monster as I sort of gesture towards Sita?
I turn back to the captain. Like I'm at the top of the gangplank at this point, and I just turn back to the captain. And in halfling, see? And, I continue
And
on.
he just chuckles like this deep. You young people.
Actually, I will say for the record, Kavi's getting up there. I don't know how long halflings are supposed to live, but in human terms, I figure she's somewhere in her mid 40s.
He's like 70.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, he's got a few on me.
That explains the
That's
squinting.
fair.
Yeah. He old.
He old.
I'm assuming you all head up.
Yep.
The gangplank.
Yeah.
I want to say to him, I apologize for my strange companions. They're very strange, but I'll try to keep them in line.
Thank you. I appreciate it, young one. Welcome to my
After
ship.
you, dear.
How big is this? How big is the Celandine?
This is about a yacht size. It's a smaller ship. So it's not like a very large ship because it is meant for stealth missions.
Could we have fit the Lazy Susan on this boat?
Yes,
very
you
easily?
could have fit the Lazy Susan on this boat very easily.
Lied to me and completely betrayed me.
And this is the moment that Sita quits. No, I'm kidding.
And Cena's like, I'm out! Peace.
And this is where the betrayal begins.
By the end of this mission, everyone's gonna go back to Lady Vincent and be like, "See, we don't like Stephen. Give us another guardian or something." No, kidding.
So you all walk up the gangplank to this kind of nicely appointed yacht style ship. It's very simply made, but you are greeted by a younger, like, 20s-ish half elf. She has a very long curled gray hair, green eyes, a rough white skin. She's 5'11", and has an oblong, slightly glamorous face. She has 4 piercings on her right eyebrow and 2 elaborate piercings on her right cheek. And she's like, "Oh, fuck, you're all finally here. Great."
Aren't you a breath of fresh air?
Finally,
So
someone I understand.
you met the captain, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
So who are y'all?
And then
Theaters.
A complete mess. Kavi, by the way.
Nice. I'm Elida. I'm the first mate here.
And at this point, again, another sort of invisible wind just sort of comes, just sort of flutters through, and you can tell there's like some sort of musical strings going on in Bumbershare's head. And
While I try to shake Aleda's hand to ignore, to try to distract from Baba Share and go, I'm Asha. Nice to meet
That's
you.
good to meet you.
I'm Sita. Do you hear music?
I'm all yours.
Not that kind of music.
Kate, do I have in my capacity as a mage investigator some sort of official paperwork that I would show to like mayors or townspeople to show that I can bring people back to the rehabilitation?
Yeah, I
house?
think so. Yeah, I think that would be fair.
Okay. I am Prakirti Damara, and I show her my paperwork.
Ah, cool. I mean, I never really saw one of those places before, but nice. That's the shit. Yeah.
So much.
So, anyway, glad you're here. It's gonna take us about 2 days to get where we need to be going. But someone told me that, a certain halfling was looking for a drink earlier.
Desperately, yes.
And
anything.
we can hook you up.
The sooner we can sedate the halfling, the better.
Okay, well, watch it.
Whoa!
Wow. Like, y'all
You know what?
want-
Actually, I take it back. They've got a point because I might just step in the throat, and I feel like that's the road we're heading down right now. So yeah, if you can point me at the stiffest drink you got.
Yeah. Well, once we get out of dock, it's interesting. We don't sail this very often, so it's kind of annoying, and we're trying to deal with all the fucking problems. But we'll get there. We'll get out of dock. Once we get out of dock, we only need a
Wait.
skeleton crew to run the.
Problems with the boat?
It's not
Then
so
you had
much problems with the boat as problems with the crew.
Brew.
Oh, the human part. Ugh.
Oh well, none of them are human, but yeah, something like that.
The people part.
Yeah.
I can be all the people you need.
Right. So anyway, y'all are strange.
I would like to join you for that drink.
Yeah. Anyway, so once we get out of town, per se, and get on the seas, it's pretty low sailing. I figured we could, have a party tonight.
Hot
Ooh,
damn.
a party.
Oh, I am good at parties.
Oh no.
That remains to be seen.
But anyway, the crew needs a good way to get ready for this, and we'll still have another day on the seas, and so why the fuck not? We can have some fun, and maybe y'all can get to know each other, and maybe not hate each other so much, because you gotta work together and not be shit.
I love all of you.
I don't hate everyone, but we just met.
Yeah.
Barbara,
So,
that's exactly what we're worried about.
so maybe some liquid bonding would be in order, right?
I don't understand.
Liquid bonding.
Oh,
You said
this is.
you were having crew trouble. Anything I can assist with?
I think it was actually fucking problems.
Yes.
Fucking.
I feel that might have been an expletive in this particular case.
Yeah. Yeah. No, our crew doesn't have problems with the fucking. They just have some fucking problems with, like drinking too much and not doing their jobs.
Oh.
Oh.
If you need me to frighten them, I can help.
I think we'll be okay. We had a talk earlier.
Very good
I
at
think we
frightening
worked it out.
people.
Why does everything have to be frightening people? Why can't we just be, give them a chance before we torment them? At least one chance. Maybe even a chance and a half. Then we can chop off bits.
Whoa, what? No,
Whoa.
okay, hold
I'm
on.
a lover, not a fighter.
And she kind of leans
And
in.
Seetha genuinely laughs at that.
Yeah.
Like, Seetha's kind of got two modes. It's either fucking hardcore serious or it's,
love
being
it.
amused and playful, and there's no in between, unfortunately.
So Elida leans in and she's like, so
Much.
you want the odds to honest truth?
Yes.
Please,
Yeah.
desperately.
That's why we're having a fucking party tonight, so that they'll be happy. Thrari
Glad to
11,
watch.
Bagrak,
Copycat.
Damphos, ugh, they all needed to have a break. They had a really
I
stressful
pull
time
out
coming
my
over.
Dotara.
Oh, nice,
And
you
I
play music.
And Yep, and I start singing a party song of staying up all night and drinking. And even though it's 4 a.m, the party's not over yet.
Okay, so,
This song, Kavi's into.
yeah, dig. That's gonna be
I'll
awesome for
let you
later.
Yeah, I'll let you set sail first, and then I'll let them roam.
Actually, I have a question. Is there a perch I can kind of come up on just to see us take off? Like, I've never really
Yeah,
been on a ship. I kind of
Yeah.
just want to perch and
do you fly?
I bring out my wings. Yep.
That's so fucking cool. Yeah, totes. Head up
Ow.
to the crow's nest. Crow's nest, whatever it is.
Awesome.
I don't know what it's called. I'm so bad at boats, people.
It is the crow's nest.
It's a crow's
Crow's
nest.
nest. Yeah.
You're good.
Oh, thanks. I'll head up there when we take off.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Is there a special owl's nest?
It's just a crow's nest. We
You
can call
just
it a bird's nest.
you just literally get a blank
Fun.
look, like
It was just fun. Like, it's like
sure. Anyway, I gotta go do my fucking job. So y'all have fun. Bye.
Wait, are you doing a fucking job? I can join.
Nope.
But
It's still an
yeah.
expletive.
Nope.
No,
put my
this
wing
is
out.
a nightmare.
Assuming we've been left alone.
You've been left alone at the back of the ship. Yep. Not the front of the ship because the rudder's in the back, but the front of the ship.
Bashir.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
It's a fight. I go next to Kavi and it's a fight.
It's not a fight.
It's okay if we fight. I don't mind.
I'm gonna shout
Don't
out Mets Girl for subbing. Thank you so much. Advantage to Baba Share. Woohoo woohoo.
Where was I? Oh, yes. Lady Minsay said you had a talent with people. You've made it quite clear. It takes me a while to warm up to people. But hopefully we can find common ground.
Of course, I'm all yours.
Okay, but let's also ease off on the all yours. Just a little bit. We have to be professional, is what I'm saying.
Silence on Baba Share's part.
Oh no, am I just making enemies out of everyone? Oh no.
No.
I love
Oh, no.
Barbara Share's body language. Just that. I love
Not
it.
everyone. You absolutely
The
like.
SRK wings, angel wings.
You absolutely. Kavi's like total respect.
Trust me, Bubber, I am charmed. Your humor is something I very much enjoy. But it is a mission, and I just feel that mission should be taken seriously.
I've never met a share knee like you.
And I have never met a share. So let's get to know each other. Slowly. Slowly. Slowly.
Very slowly.
And as you sort of turn around and walk away, you hear slowly, slowly, softly, softly, we shall.
Lord, give me strength. Coffee, where's that drink?
I walk over to Seated. I'm like, so am I still the one you want to eat?
No.
Didn't think so. Come on, let's get that drink. Which I then go in search of.
I join in afterwards after I finish the song, and I'm sort of.
So you won't have the drink until you take off. But you
Oh, geez,
you will.
okay.
Sorry, you do end up setting sail, and I'm assuming you're staying in the same basic area, maybe not next to each other.
Yeah, I'll be on the perch. I'll be on the bird's nest when we take off, and I'm just enjoying like the sea breeze and just actually launching. But I'll meet up with the party to for the party like later.
Is there room in the crow's nest for more than one person, or do you take up the entire space?
Yeah, is it a? I mean, I don't think I would, but I don't know how big the bird's nest is.
So if this is a yacht, if it has one, it's going to be real small.
Small. It's pretty small. You're
Okay.
kind of taking over most of it.
Okay.
Yeah. It'd be hard to fit another person up there.
Okay. Then I'm probably going to start to climb up, realize there's not enough space, and climb back down.
Oh. I look down and go, "Hey, are you? Did you want to look? I'm kind of done. I kind of want to go and drink with everyone. If you want to take up the space, it's kind of small up here."
I just liked your idea, and so I thought it would be fun. You seem to have better thoughts than drinking or fucking problems.
Oh,
In the background.
well, you're more
That's
than
so
welcome to
good.
come up. It'll be kind of tight, but I was still gonna. I can chill here for a bit, but I did want to meet up with everyone. So come on up.
All right, I do. It's probably much closer than I'm used to being to people, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely not used to like actually being in very enclosed or that much close to someone. So
Yeah, you are right touching.
okay.
But the view is worth it, and I would not have thought to be up here if you hadn't have said anything.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Beautiful.
it's kind of in my nature, you know, wings and all, to be up more at a higher height. Wow, I don't get to fly and don't get to be over the ocean much. This is great.
I haven't been to the ocean before. This is very new.
Isn't it great? Are you nauseous?
No, I love it.
People do.
I wish I was slightly more balanced and I could stay up here longer, but I think I need to climb down now before I fall.
Do you want to come down together
How
and
would that work?
talk with everyone?
Sure, yes, that sounds good. But can we climb at the same time without me falling on you?
Sure. Well, I mean, and then I kind of just start floating up, and then, you know, can just kind of, I can be by your side while you climb down.
That would be very appreciated. Thank you.
No problem.
So I climb down slowly. I'm not bad at it, but I'm not used to doing this sort of thing. From a farming village. So, thank you. This was a great idea. I'm glad you thought of it. Thank you for letting me join you.
No worries. Glad you got to experience it. Let's go hang out with everyone and try to stop Baba Shir from flirting with everyone with everything that walks.
Well, first we have to stop Coffee from killing everybody.
That too, but I think she'll be happy. They'll be happy with the drinks. It's fine.
I'm about
I kinda
50%
push-
certain Sita's joking about eating everybody, though. 50%.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely 50-50 with her, but I think it'll be fine. Let's go. I don't want to miss it.
So you all head back down. So while they're having this conversation, you have all been joined by 3 members of the crew. You have a older male dwarf named Thrari. He introduces yourself. He's got short, straight blonde hair, gold eyes, smooth brown skin. He's about 4'11", so he's kind of tall for a dwarf. and he's massive. He's like, so short and thick. And he's got an oval face and an elaborate tattoo on his right hand that is like a stonemason sigil, like up into an anvil. It's pretty freaking cool. And he's like, you notice as you talk, he's like, hey, so they told me you like drinking?
Hey, sick tat. Yeah.
Thanks. It's I like it a lot. It's my favorite. Anyway, we got the stuff, and my friend here, and points out the tabaxi standing next to him, and 11. He's like, my friend here, 11 Snakes, has hooked y'all up tonight. He's got green eyes, patterned yellow fur, very shiny. Actually, they are 6'3", have a very lean build, and as you watch 11 Snakes move, they kind of limp a little bit as they walk.
I have the same invisible wind again.
I love your invisible wind. Wait, I mean, no, I mean, I stand by that. I stand by it.
Sita and Bubbershare are interestingly enough attracted to the exact same individuals. This is gonna be a problem.
It's like you're what a hot tea.
Oh. And then you also are greeted by a younger female orc. She's bald, has brown eyes, rough brown skin. She's short and she's thick. She's thick.
Yeah, I also go again. It's like each time you describe a new individual, it's like,
and she's got
I'm still
three.
looking where the wind is. I'm like, where is that wind coming from?
And
I think I have latent wind magic activated by Bobbershare's presence.
maybe she has 3 piercings right in the middle of her forehead. They're pretty freaking cool. They're spikes.
That's pretty sexy, gotta say.
Check in. She's like, hey, I'm Bagrak.
I'm all yours.
Okay. I thought we were drinking.
You know we are, actually. Kavi, great. Let's do this, because this is the best job I have ever had.
Great.
Officially
It hasn't even started yet.
now. For you, it hasn't.
This. Go ahead.
I was going to say, this definitely feels like work to me.
Bagrak goes, yeah, let's get started, and then Danthus will join us later. He's always the life of the party. And that is where we're going to go to break.
Break on the party?
Yeah, well, you'll get to have the party, but we're going to break before the party. How about that? Is that okay? I promise.
Yeah.
All right, so we're heading to break. Everybody say goodbye. Let's see if I can make this work.
See you in a bit. I need some water.
hopefully we're back. Well, we'll be back shortly. Oh, and we're back! Yay!
Oh,
What a great party. Oh, wait.
So
You're
you've
just
just.
joining us.
don't fast forward the best part.
I'm not fast forwarding through the party. I will give you your
Yeah,
party.
yeah.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I gotcha. So yeah, I put all the names in the Roll20 chat for you.
Mhm.
So you got them.
Thank you.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
All right. So yeah, you guys all sit around. You find barrels, and they throw down sacks, whatever's comfy. You can sit. You can stand. They bring out some like food, and then most of it's fresh fruit and stuff like that because they've just been in port, so they're gonna eat as much fresh stuff as they can. And the dwarf rolls out a keg,
Oh, yes.
taps it, and starts
Excellent.
passing around the booze.
If I could just climb inside that and live there for the rest of the trip, that'd be doing me a real solid.
Yes, so no.
You're a loss.
How does the barrel feel about that idea?
The barrel probably would be okay with it, but it knows it's got a job, so it's gonna do its job. But then after, that's totally fine.
I relay this to Kavi. So you could totally make that. The barrel just wants to finish its work first.
Drink.
You see that, also take a drink, and you see her kind of chill out, like her shoulders kind of relax, and she takes a much more like comfortable seated position, and she tries to engage 11 snakes in conversation. She wants to know more about their background and where they're from and like how they got their name and stuff like that. So she's much more chatty and playful, and after a couple of drinks, she's probably feeling a little bit warm, and there might be kind of a slight quiet purr emerging from her voice when she talks.
I like it.
I slide
That
over
part.
swiftly and listen in on the conversation and participate.
Are you not playing music? Oh, I'm surprised.
Oh, I am playing music, but
Oh,
I'm also sort of
okay.
like,
Just
The music just gets louder.
yeah.
What's everybody
I,
else doing?
I take sips of my mug and kind of like clink my glasses to the crew, like Aleda and like 11 Snakes and Thrari, and just kind of do small chats, just get to know them better, like where they're from, because I'm just curious and nosy like that.
Being very uncomfortable in this sort of particular social situation, I am just going to copy Bobershare's every move.
Oh my.
The mug you're
There's a
holding,
Me
Oh, dear.
walking around.
the mug you're holding is gonna be like, just get drunk, man. Just do it.
The last time I got drunk, I don't have.
But why give in to peer pressure? Just like have a good time, man. It's gonna be great.
Wait, isn't this peer pressure?
No,
I mean, I respect you much more than any of these people.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm just telling you to have a good time and let go.
As you let go.
Are you still standing near me while this conversation with the cup is going on?
Yeah, I'm talking out loud. I'm not.
No, yeah, okay, just making sure. Okay, so Kavi's just kind of just still drinking, gets to the bottom of her cup.
I don't trust your intentions with me, Mug. I don't trust them.
You're lost.
Is the
You're
mug-
lost.
Do you need,
You're lost. And then
Will make you feel good.
do you need help from the mug? And Kavi asks this with total sincerity. Like, do you need help?
I do. Yes. I think my mug is lying.
Snatch the mug out of your hands and begin to drink it.
and you just hear from the mug, that's what I'm talking about.
Like a great
Yeah.
it should be. I pull out the teacup I stole from the restaurant. And
At what point I spit take.
I feel like you and I are better portion size together, so I have like half of that full of whatever we're drinking.
It's ale.
Boosted something from our boss? What are you doing? What are you thinking?
This is what she hired me for.
Stealing her stuff?
It's not stealing. I have its permission.
I feel like she would. I don't think I'm equipped for this.
No, you're,
I don't think I'm equipped for this.
Drink some more, Kavi.
So you all
You
heard
have-
about. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Second mug.
you know what that bag of gold was saying to me the entire time. Do you want to know?
Yeah. I love Kavi, and she has plans for me. Mwah. Back into my belt or whatever.
I'm over-
Where's
I'm not.
Brightbeard right now? What's he up to?
Oh yeah. Them.
They're all hanging out. Yeah. So Sita's having conversation with 11 snakes. Bagrak is settled up. Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Sorry. And Baba Shar. Excuse me.
Oh, and meanwhile, the conversation, I'm now locking eyes with 11 snakes, and I'm singing the exact same love song I was singing to
Oh
Sita.
my god. Okay. They are kind of looking at you, but mainly talking to Sita. Bagrak.
So we'll just kind of
Yeah.
raise the dupatta. Just don't mind them.
Bagrak is going to kind of sidle up to Asha and be like, "Hey,
Hey.
how's it going?"
It's this is all kind of new to me.
Yeah.
How long have you been with this crew?
Oh, 5, 6, 7 years. I can't remember.
You like it? You've always been in the ocean?
I like the ocean. My clan doesn't like the ocean, but they're a bunch of idiots. So, it's better for me to be here.
I don't know. Your crew seems pretty cool. You
They
seem
are.
pretty chill.
They are. Oh, there he is. And at this moment, a 5'3" tall, purple male tiefling walks up.
Oh, damn.
He's got short, wavy, dyed pink hair, gray eyes, kind of rugged. He's got
The wind.
Oh, the wind hits all of us.
he's like, he's got an oblong under. He's a little older. He's like a little older, and he walks and he's like, "Oh, the party can finally start."
It already though.
Hello, who is
I go
Friends.
to Bogrok and I'm like, who is that?
And she just leans over and just goes like, "Wait for it." And he just does this big, deep bow. I am Damthos.
Damn those.
We lost Fox. We lost Fox.
I'm just hooting.
Are we ready for some fun? Because the
And
last
I
people.
Light
Okay.
up in front, and I'm like, "Hi,
Hi. Nice to
damn
meet.
those."
And what
I
is
totally copy you.
and what is your name?
Whatever you would like it to be.
Okay.
Why are you
Great.
so thirsty? There's tons to drink in here.
Share, bubber share.
Ah, nice to meet you. Can I call you Cher?
Of course.
Great.
My love.
Oh my goodness.
Right. Anyway, I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be back. And he like kind of sidles over, grabs an ale, kind of like sits down next to Bagrak. You can tell they're pretty good friends. And he looks at her and he's like, "This seems better than the last group." And she just starts laughing so
Oh, no.
hard, and she falls
no.
over and he's like, yeah, laugh it up. I got stuck with a naive kid who wanted to learn all about sex but not actually do it. I get it. It's fine.
Did someone say naive kid who wants to learn all about sex but not actually do it?
I want to hear
Nope.
about this last group
Nope.
Yeah, I'm into.
and how better we are.
Prakriti, honey, don't volunteer. Don't,
No?
sweetheart. We'll talk another time, okay?
He just-
Not here, not now.
Damthos
No, brothers, don't. No.
Damphos
I think that what you have to say would be hilarious.
just leans in to Asha. He's like, so I'm Damphos. Who are you?
I'm Masha.
Asha, nice to meet you. I liked your pun. That's pretty good. Everyone else had a great time. Like Bagrak here had fun with the halfling. But no, I get stuck with the 17-year-old baby elf who didn't know what he liked, then figured out what he liked, but then didn't want to act on it and just wanted to talk, but then wanted me to tell him everything about sex even though I'm not what he liked. It was just not fun. I'm looking for some fun. Y'all fun?
No.
Yes.
I'm a lot of fun.
You seem
And
like
it's okay
it.
if
I
we
just raise my glass and drink.
and it's okay if you want to add more fun to it. I'm up for it.
He seems
And I look at
interested.
Sita and the 11 snakes and the two of them, and I look back.
He just he nods and he goes, "Yeah, nice try," and winks. Good luck. No, he's fine with it. You just aren't gonna get 11 snakes on board.
Well, whoever. I'm okay even by myself. I mean, I'm happy all the time. I can make myself happy. I can make you happy. I can make all of us happy simultaneously. It's all good.
Great. I think I need to drink some more.
From the
Downs
other
it.
side of the room, Kavi screams, "Make us all happy!"
I would like you to make Kavi happy. I would like to see that.
I would like you to see make Kavi happy.
And I walk up to Kavi and I'm like, "Are you serious?"
Make Kavi happy.
I jump up onto whatever table we've got because I want to get the height. I jump onto, get onto it. Yeah, serious fun.
Well, I mean, yeah. How about you, me, and Damphos, my room in 5 minutes?
Woo!
That's what they meant by happy. Oh, that's easy. I was confused.
I don't know what kind of fun we're having, but yeah.
Kavi is super
I
drunk.
walk to my room.
Because 3'2" Kavi is now 3 sheets to the wind. Does not take much.
in a good mood, you know?
Damtho says, I'll be there in a bit. I got some drinking to do.
It's okay. You can always join in whenever you want. I'm good all night.
And I hear the word drinking and turn back around. Wait. A fine point, friend. More wine! And I make my way to the keg.
Drinks.
You've noticed that you're not being followed, so it's up to you.
I go and I sort of just prepare myself on the bed and I'm just like,
Reynolds style, just.
What have I done?
with a flower in my mouth, like
The flower, we're at sea. Where did the flower
So
come?
extra.
Oh my gosh.
So extra that their extra has extra.
I love you so much. That's so good.
Good.
Ugh. I don't even know what to do right now.
Well, we broke the GM, y'all.
Anyway, I just wasn't expecting that. It's so beautiful.
We thought we'll try to kind of hang out with Danthos as well because Danthos seems pretty cool and very, very fun. And yeah, she'll be like, well, tell me more about you. What do you do on the ship?
I keep all these people from being stupid. That's my job.
Sounds like a pretty cool job to me.
Yeah, I like it. I
I
like
think
it.
I think I've got a similar role.
Sounds fair.
You have my sympathies?
Nah, I like this group. They're fun.
And then my group's warming on me too.
I walk up, hey, see, to hear that? I'm fun.
No. Yep. I just. Yep. I'm pretty sure you of everyone is fun. I'm pretty sure we can agree on this. Yep. She's still figuring everyone out. Yeah. She'll say that to Danza. She'll be like, I'm still figuring everyone out, but I'm pretty sure this one's fun.
We've been together a while. You'll figure him out.
Yeah.
I mean, once you're stuck with them, they're like family. It's good. And Bugrak just still dies laughing. She's like crying, laughing, like, I still can't believe you had to tell that kid about that. It's just like she's still going off about that kid. And I'm like, you didn't get any that whole trip. Oh, it must have sucked for you.
Azitha can't help it. She bursts into laughter as well.
Kavi doesn't know what's funny, but she's laughing.
Yeah. Asha's so drunk right now that they just hear all the laughter, and then I just start giggling into my cups, like.
And Bugrak's gonna just like move closer to you, like. So, where are you from?
Here, Asha.
Yeah.
Oh, me? Oh, hold on, let me look at my notes again.
Totally fine.
Where am I from? Good question.
Yeah.
About an hour in.
Oh,
Hour.
I'm still waiting, and I decide to walk out, forgetting that I actually am in my fursuit.
Okay.
And I walk in, I'm like, where did everybody go?
Everyone's just partying away.
Bobber.
Hey, Bobber's back. Hey.
I put a flower in my mouth, and I'm just sort of walking in.
And they brought flowers.
So,
But sorry, continue.
no, yeah. So where are you from, Asha?
Oh, I'm and then I just like snort and giggle because I'm like super drunk. I'm like, Chalana, Chalana, Chalana.
Ooh, I've never been there. That's like a bunch of elves, right?
Yeah. Some of them are pretty highbrow.
So uptight. Because I've
Beauty.
heard they're uptight.
Yeah, they can be. I was a servant back there. And I drink some more. And... Caesar and Lavi was pretty nice, though. Everyone else was kind of stick up their butts. Stick up their butts.
She's just gonna like pat you, be like, there.
Yeah. Where are you originally from?
A long way away.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to go back. I don't really like to talk about it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's sober up a little bit. That sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's all right. Let's drink some more.
Yeah, drink some more. Just drink.
Then Babarsha's just out there naked.
Yeah, I see with the rose and just fur. I'm like, my eyes.
It was like, I thought there was supposed to be a party back in my place. It's okay. It's cool. I entertained myself for a bit, but I was just wondering where everybody went.
Have another drink, Bumber. And then maybe some people will warm up.
And just very sort of genuinely super happy, just takes what you offer. And I just drink it, and I'm just sort of like dancing, everything's jiggling, and
11 Stinks is gonna lean into Sita and be like, are they always like that?
From what I can tell, yes.
I have never met anyone like that before. And I know Damthos.
To be honest, neither have I. It's taking some getting used to. I'm from a very small village.
They're very forward.
They are. It's somewhat refreshing in some ways.
True.
In some ways, I'm not so sure how I feel about it, but in some ways, it's rather refreshing.
That's fair. About this time, Elida comes out and she's like, finally, Baldo took the helm and I can hang out.
Welcome.
Woo! Yeah, some things are happening.
You have some catching up to do with the drinking.
I want to join in and dancing with Bobber because I just love that they came back out and are happy and don't seem disappointed at all, and that is just the coolest thing to me. That
I love
they
it.
aren't letting that get them down at all. So
love it.
I'm set on board with Bobber having and fun.
I like
And
it.
I'm happy dancing with Prakirthi, and sort of like teaching some moves and kind of like, you know, we're doing showing some steps, we're kind of coordinating, mirroring each other.
I like it.
the
That's
moment
super fun.
There's two people dancing. I start singing the filthiest song I can imagine.
Is this
to
a
go
song?
along with
Is this a song that you're making up or one that you know?
Oh, definitely one that I know.
Okay,
This is one I
so-
picked up on the road. It's
okay.
just an awful, filthy drinking song.
Perfect. Elida's gonna get a drink, sit down next to you, and just start singing at the top of her lungs with you.
Yes.
So, Prakirthi, am I reading any signals that there's, you know, you feel something towards me, or is it like just you've been learning?
Honestly, I don't know if Prakirti is really thinking on that thing because she so uncomfortable in this situation. Just the fact that you're having fun is something that I am delighting in. So that's kind of as far as I'm able to think at the moment, because the social anxiety of being in a group of people drinking like this is just kind of alien to Prakirti. So it could go somewhere, but she hasn't thought that far yet, basically.
Okay.
She's just like, you come out, you're naked, no one showed up, and you're happy, and that is just damn cool, is just kind of the response.
So it's one of those, Bubber Share is very much sort of like, very interested in certain people, but at the same time, if you show interest, we'll definitely show interest towards you, but will not make the first move of any kind.
Okay.
And just enjoy the company dancing.
I think Prakirti needs a little bit to get to know you a little bit more before it becomes a kind of romantic or whatever thing, but just the attitude is very endearing to Prakirti.
Yeah. So I'm just dancing and having fun with everyone.
As I watch Prakirti and Baba share, like I'm just like using my wings to kind of go with the beat, and I'm kind of just going to the side while they're having that conversation. I'm just going, yeah, and then by the time I go to like I'm assuming there's like some lounge area where you can sit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the minute I kind of hit, I just pass out. I'm not used to that much alcohol, so it's just like, yeah.
So definitely not a night owl.
Nope.
Oh.
I just and my head is
Go
just
to your room.
well done.
No, that was so good. Oh my god.
That was good. Well done.
So I'm assuming you party the night away. Asha has
Does
passed.
anyone join me?
Well, I was going to. We'll get there. I'll get you. I promise. I'll get you.
Okay.
Throwery at the end of the night goes, so I met this guy at on the last group that was with us. An old dwarf. He like really old dwarf. Because I'm old, but he was old. But he had
Like
this
old.
mug that he used, and it's so freaking cool. And so when I got to Varanasi, I was like, I need this in my life. So I found one, and he put some water, and he's like, everybody take a drink, trust me.
I don't even hesitate.
You're
I follow.
You're all sober.
I asked the mug what it does. What's its deal?
It says, well, I can make people really drunk if there's alcohol in me. But if there's water in me, I make them not drunk.
So we're all going to sober up suddenly?
Yep.
That's weird.
I'm still passed out.
Yeah,
so.
no, you're passed out. You're not going to sober up. You're passed out.
Even though I'm sober, I'm still my demeanor is still as if I had quite a few drinks in me. I'm just like that 24/7.
Yeah, no.
I'm extra.
I like it.
I go ahead and take a drink.
Yeah. You get sober.
But
I
it wasn't-
express disappointment. Like, well, oh.
Oh no, Cavi's not happy anymore.
You don't want to have the hangover in the morning. Trust me.
Where can I get one of these?
They're really
Fantastic
expensive.
mug you have.
Yeah. They're really expensive. But you probably could find one in Verona. See if you find the right. I'll give you a hookup. I'll let you know who I talk to.
Yeah, it's all right. I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy in Varanasi. It's fine.
Would I have also heard of such a thing? Because I've been in many courtesan halls.
Possibly. Let's do a historic. Oh, the first check of the night.
Oh, first check. Wait, there's dice in this game. What
There's
the heck?
dice in this game.
Yeah.
What?
This was just roll.
I want you to do me an intelligence historical lore check.
Okay, so how do I do that if I don't?
You just do an intelligence check.
Okay, so I just like, just click the.
Yeah. Yeah, you've heard of something like this before. You've never really experienced it until now, but you've heard of it. It's not super common. It's pretty rare.
It's mainly for the courtesans and maybe the higher end courtesans.
Mainly the higher end courtesans who want to be sober and not, yeah.
Oops. Sorry. Pressed a button.
No, you're fine.
And apparently it doesn't work, so I gotta fix that.
Anyway, so if you want to have fun for the evening, Damthos will definitely be on board. I don't know if anyone else will. But Damthos will be like, I don't need your mug, Thrari. I'm fine. And he follows you. He's like, fuck yeah, let's go have some fun because I was so bored that last trip.
And I have some fun with Damthos and whoever wants to join in. I'm not. I'm cool with. It doesn't have to be a one-on-one.
Good for them. Good for them.
I think Kavi's sober enough now that she's like, nah.
Sober.
Sorry. Take all the fun
Not
out of
sober. Not happening sober.
I pat Kavi on the back and I'm just like, I am so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I really wanted you to be happy.
I am not equipped to handle this.
Oh,
I'm sorry, what?
there's probably more alcohol somewhere.
It's okay. My extremely good friend here, and it was Thrari, right? That
Yeah.
had the mug.
Yeah.
I'd like clap him on the shoulder. My extremely good friend here, while anticlimactic, raises a fine point, and I appreciate the gesture.
I'm assuming everyone heads to bed.
Yep.
Asha just stays
Right.
where they
Am I
are.
still passed out?
Yeah. But Bugrock will pick you up and take you to the bedroom and lay you in bed and like tuck you in and then leave.
Oh,
She's very nice.
I actually don't immediately go to sleep.
Okay.
I linger up on the deck at night for a little bit, and I think I take one of the mugs out with me, just empty, and like set it up like on the
cool.
the edge of the prow of the ship there. And while we're kind of out there and we have cat problems.
Yeah, sorry.
You okay?
No, she's fine. She just decided to jump off something and go running through the house.
Kitty.
Kitties.
She's mad because I'm not in bed.
And I just kind of set it up, and like I step a few paces back, and while the ship's kind of bobbing up and down, I just produce like one of the knives that we would have had like around for like cutting food and stuff, and just kind of start hucking it, just kind of idly for like an hour or so, just to get back in the rhythm of it.
Yeah, sure.
It's been a while.
Yeah, make me a dexterity check. Or accuracy. Make me an accuracy check. With light blades if you want. If you have that.
Doop.
Yeah,
know.
you just like practicing it. You hit it most of the time. Just good. Yep.
And then eventually I tire and wander off to bed.
was that a 14 that Kavi got there? And 3 is the stunt dice? Is that how that works?
Yeah. So you add
Okay.
them all together, and then the squared one is a stunt dice. And Bubbersher did have stunts for the historical lore.
Oh, did I?
Because doubles.
Yeah, because
Oh
doubles.
yeah, because doubles.
Oh.
So you guys have to remind me because I'm so bad at I'll try to remember, but yeah.
I forgot to.
I don't know what stunts are. I will admit.
Okay, so
ignorance.
we'll get into it.
Yeah.
I promise. We'll discuss it. Don't stress about it. They're not
If
as
anybody rolls
important as.
doubles, just
Just remember, you can do certain things. Yeah, they're in the book. We'll figure it out.
There is. Sorry, there is something I'd like to do before bed, if that's
Yeah,
okay.
sure, of course, whatever you want. Yeah.
I'm actually still kind of concerned about the island thing, so I kind of want to meditate and see if there's anything I can remember from my lore training of any sort of things like appearing land masses, disappearing land masses, obscured land masses, anything that might relate to what we've been sent to investigate.
Yeah, make me an arcane lore or a historical lore check. Either one, whichever one. If you have a.
All right, so hopefully I can do this correctly. Let's see now. So, and that's an intelligence check, right?
Yeah, that's an intelligence. And if you have a focus one of those, you just click on the focus.
I don't have a focus,
Okay.
so where do I
Just
go
click
to?
intelligence.
All right. All right, that didn't work. On my character sheet
Yes.
or on the focus page?
On your
Okay.
character sheet.
There we
There you
go.
So you got a 9. So you think that the most that you get from this is that it's pretty. It's got to be something with magic. This isn't something that just occurs. This is
Okay.
this is going to be something fairly highly magical and put there probably for a reason.
Okay. I'm looking at the stunts and it just doesn't make any. The only one I could do with one stun point is stay aware.
That's
But I don't know.
Are you looking at the
What?
role playing stunts or the combat stunts?
The only stunt sheet I'm looking at is the one that you sent us.
Okay, yeah. So there's role playing stunts, and I've got to find them. Sorry, I meant to send that to you, and I forgot.
How about we not worry about it right
Okay, great.
now then?
We'll deal with it next time. I promise I'll send them to you, so you have them.
yeah. If anybody has the book open, they're on page 79.
I have it somewhere around here, but it can wait.
But yeah, we'll get that. So but yeah, so you get a little bit of it, but not. You're just thinking it's pretty highly magical.
Cool.
Yeah. Everybody else going to bed? Anybody else want to do anything?
Whoever shares a wall with me hears loud burrs the entire night.
I really
That's-
want to make that Sita just because I think it's funny.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm sorry, Leona, but come on, that's so funny.
Also a cat. Also appreciates purring, but not all night.
Very loud and sort
Oh,
of
Christ.
yeah, just very loud.
Does someone have a spell for sleep?
Maybe drink it.
Yeah, we drank it. Then someone sobered us the fuck up. Tita will at some point get out of bed and attempt to go find Kavi or Gemma's bed and just get away somehow. Like,
Yeah.
please let me sleep.
That's fair. That's fair. Gemma's passed out in their room, so
She figures Gemma probably won't mind.
I'm out.
There we go. Perfect.
Tripped over me.
She'll just curl up in a ball, like literally.
well,
in a corner,
each room
and
has two hammocks, one slung low and one slung high. So
Oh.
she'll still take the corner probably.
I say, are any of us sharing bunks then?
no,
In the rooms, I mean.
Who
Yeah.
was my roommate then? Or
no
did I
one.
just
You
make
have no roommates.
Okay.
Yeah, share. No one.
I'm gonna give
Yeah.
y'all your own rooms right now because I feel like it's necessary. So you all wake up the next morning. Asha, you wake up. Roll me a Constitution drinking. Drinking. I want a Constitution drinking.
Okay, I think I was messing around with it earlier, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so on your character sheet,
Yeah.
You can just click Constitution and it should roll that for you. And if you have a focus in drinking, you can just click the drinking under Constitution. Does that
I
make
wish
sense?
I had a focus on drinking.
Yeah.
What's up? Oh, okay. Oh, just click the Constitution.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, the word Constitution.
Perfect. There you go. Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Woohoo!
You wake up totally fine.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I just go, kind of just ruffle my feathers. And is Sita still in the room
Yep.
with me? Okay. Is Sita awake? Are you awake, Sita?
Sita kind of wakes up probably around the same time, so you kind of just see her kind of like with her eyes closed, and then they like slowly flutter open, and she kind of looks at you rather sleepy and says, "Good morning. I hope you don't mind that I bunked with you. It was very hurry next door."
Oh. I get this like awkward look on my face and go, no problem. Honestly, I feel great despite the fact I don't really remember much at all about last night. So I didn't do anything weird, did I? Or
You didn't do anything weird, and just be glad you don't remember anything.
oh. Did Baba Share do anything to you? Did they?
No, sweetheart, nothing like that. Don't worry. And she'll come over and she'll just kind of very like smooth Asha's feathers, and
Oh.
she'll smooth down Asha's feathers, and she'll say, no, nothing like that. It was just it was a rowdy night, but nothing too terrible. But people are strange when they drink, and it's funny and silly and entertaining, and sometimes it's nice to just pretend it didn't happen when you wake up in the morning. So you're in a good place.
I would like to walk in right on that line when she says sometimes it's nice to pretend it didn't happen, and just kind of be like, and they're serving. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Bye. And turn around and walk out.
What just happened? Oh no! Oh dear! Oh.
Sir.
Oh, I think we were misunderstood. Oh.
What? I don't. I'm very confused right now. What just happened?
I think Brickyard thinks we were up to something last night. Oh dear. I'm gonna go have breakfast. Not that you're not charming or anything like that, but I don't know how to deal with this anymore. I really don't.
Yeah, my feathers poof up again, and I'm just like, like,
oh dear, and she'll smooth them down again because she's just like, no, you're so precious. Like, stop it.
I'm sorry.
At this point, I pass through and I look in and I look at the two of you and I wink. And I can forward.
Chair, they're trying to pretend nothing happened.
Oh, of course, nothing happened. And I just purr very loudly and walk past.
I am going to jump off the ship.
Oh no! Oh, don't do that! Don't do that! I guess.
Oh, Gemma, give me strength. Or Asha.
I guess we gotta.
I'm maybe still a little hungover.
I guess we gotta face the music. I guess we should go get some breakfast.
There's no music to even. Oh, fine, all right.
And then you hear in the background like sort of a song about lovers coming together.
Oh my god.
I'm not hungry anymore. I'm not hungry anymore.
I walk up to the doorway and kind of just like boom, boom on it twice. Hey, grub. Also nice. And I walk off.
Listen, I didn't get any with the person. And Zita quits the party yet again. Zita's quit count is at 2.
Sita's stuck on a boat with them, so
I know.
Yeah.
It's the Zita genuinely wishes she could quit, but she doesn't actually wish she could quit.
It's a natural interaction between two sentient, consenting adults. It's okay. There's no need to be ashamed.
But nothing actually happened.
I know. Nothing happened.
Oh my god.
Communication. No.
Is there more alcohol with breakfast, please?
No, there are no mimosas. I'm sorry. You all make it to breakfast. What are you planning to do to spend the day? It's going to be another day to get to the island. If you're doing anything specific, I'd like to know what that is.
Is there a way to learn supporting instrument that Cher could teach me?
I could teach you actually. I sort of take a cup and I overturn it
Mhm.
and I give it to you and I say, and I sort of like very lightly tap it, like sort of like I teach sort of a very basic tabla 101.
Okay.
So you can drum a little. And then if you take a glass, you can kind of do like a ding, 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 like sort of like a
hi-hat?
triangle.
Oh, a
type of
triangle. No, I like it.
I like to support your musical comedy routines.
thing. So I teach you a few sort of like patterns during the day, and sort of I play with you. I mean, I play music along with you. Although if you want me to play with you, that's fine too.
I'm more interested in the music today. I'm not drunk at all.
Yeah, so I teach you a couple of those things.
Cool.
The moment Kavi like kind of starts hearing and seeing like somebody trying to teach like music or something like very old and familiar in her brain kind of triggers, and she's just like, okay, now I've got the itch. Now I've gotta practice. So the problem is the yacht's not very big, so there's nowhere to practice archery in there anymore. So I imagine it's a lot of her like very grumpily, like maybe even like below deck or something, just being like, hey, clear the hallway. And again, like setting up like a small target, like a plate or something at the far end of it. And just kind of like taking your bow out, knocking an arrow, and just kind of making sure, just like, all right, thunk, can I still hit things? And then like doing a roll and thunk, can I still hit things? You know,
Yeah.
and just trying to kind of keep pushing
Yeah.
and making the shot more difficult as she goes.
That makes sense. Are Asha and Sita doing anything?
After breakfast, and I kind of want to just like get some breathing room, especially after that morning of like the whole miscommunication thing. So I fly up again to the bird's nest and kind of just like get my bearings and kind of just look around, just feel just wanting to see the sky. And then I kind of want to I want to kind of go to the captain, and I kind of want to make a contact out of them. It's one of
okay.
my talents.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure.
I don't have all the talents in front of me. What does that let you do?
Okay, so I can make a contact out of a NPC, but it's based on a successful persuasion test or
Okay.
communication test, and you set the target number.
Okay, great. Perfect. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you go up to the captain, and he's like, I see you like to be up high. And he's squinting the whole time. He's like, I kind of like you, kid. What are you thinking about?
Well, I mean, I don't usually go to the ocean much. I was a servant in Chalana, so I don't really get to do what I want to do. You know, and I don't know, just seeing you and the crew just partying all night, that freedom, it's kind of nice. So this is the first time I kind of have that. I don't know what this freedom is kind of like.
Well,
It's
enjoy
nice.
it. I think you deserve it. And then make that communication persuasion check as you
Sure.
continue to have that conversation.
So
with
it's
her.
communication, right?
Yes, communication, and then if you have a focus in persuasion.
I thought I did, but I don't. Oops. Okay. Is there a faster way? Should I? It says, well, I have communication, but do I click the contacts as or just communication?
I think you just click the communication.
Okay.
Yes.
Whoop. I love that sound. What is
It's a hot double.
Yep. You got a double, and you made it. So you have now a contact in Captain Baldo Wake.
Woohoo!
That reminds me of something when I was looking at the talents. If my role was successful in the lore, I'm supposed to ask you for a second piece of possibly unrelated but possibly related knowledge from the lore talent. I don't know if we want to even bother with that. I just
It
thought I
was.
should mention.
It wasn't really successful. You're just gonna know about it being magical. But
Sure.
yeah,
Just
just remind me, please.
Sure. You've got too much. I
Yeah.
just remembered about it now. I'm sorry.
No sweat. Hey, no problem whatsoever. Sita, what are you doing?
Yeah, Sita's kind of focused on the upcoming mission. She wants to know more, and so she's going to seek out whomever in the crew she can kind of get more information about, whoever might know the most about the water that they're traveling through, the direction they're heading in, like what is known about the island and stuff like that. I don't know if that would be the captain or if that would be the first mate.
Probably the first mate. Yeah, you'd probably
Yeah,
go
that's
check
what I
out,
was
yeah,
thinking
Elida.
too. So I would probably be spending the day with her, trying
Okay.
to just get to know more information and kind of figure out. She's kind of trying to figure out what she needs to know and how to best prepare for when they reach the island.
Yeah, totally. Make a communications persuasion check.
Okay. What did I do with my sheet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You kill it.
Ouch.
Yeah, you super kill it. Nice. Yeah, she fills you in on the
Nice.
lay of the land, the area, kind of what they saw when they were there, what she thinks might be a good place for you to go in through, and all of that. She said they didn't get a great look at the island itself because they got chased off by a ship, but they did see she did see some outliers that might be easy to get on the island for, that kind of stuff. That's helpful.
Perfect.
Awesome. Okay, so about halfway through the day, as you're standing having a conversation with the captain, Asha, I want you to make me a perception seeing check.
Perception. Okay.
Everybody?
Just Asha,
Okay.
because I mean Sita could too, because they're both on.
Perception.
Yeah, perception seeing, because you're both like up talking to people. The two of you are focused on making music. Kavi's practicing down below, so yeah.
I do have the seeing thing, but I apparently have to put a number in there, and I don't know what that number is. If
2.
anyone knows,
The number is 2.
Yeah.
For everything
Thank
you have
you.
a focus in, it's 2. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I have the seeing perception also. Do I just click seeing then?
Yeah, you should just be able to click seeing.
Yeah, that works.
Did it do it for me?
I've got Sita's.
Oh.
Are you clicking it on your character sheet, or are you clicking it on your...
I'm clicking it on the character sheet and it says there's a syntax error.
Oh yeah, you need to add the 2 next to it on your focuses.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, where do I add
It's
that?
like there's a little asterisk. So if it says focus, and then it's like there's like a little asterisk right next to this random black die. And so you click on that asterisk and you add a 2 in there. It's really hard to
Oh.
see. Yeah, it's tiny. It's real confusing.
Okay, let's see, the asterisk. Oh, there
As
we
we
go.
learn the
Yep.
character sheet.
So you
for
put the
this.
2 in there, and then head back to your character sheet, and then when you click on the word, it should.
Gotcha.
It should fix that.
Thank you.
No prob.
Great, awesome.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, Sita, as you're talking to Elida, you see out of the corner of your eye a glint, out off of the starboard side of the ship. Just a glint.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Do I can turn to look
Yeah,
at it?
you can turn to look at it. When you turn to look at it, you see a raft that's about 100 yards out, and there's a shiny metal object on top of it. Looks kind of like a chest.
That's strange. Elida, have you seen anything like this before?
She turns around, looks at it, and says, "No."
That doesn't seem terribly common for the ocean. That's... I'm worried. What about you?
You probably should check it out. I mean, we're just here to take you places, so...
Okay, what would be the best way to get to that raft? I mean, I'm assuming we don't want to bring it on board, do we?
She just kind of looks at you like, I don't.
Am I nearby?
Yeah, I think
Am
you'd
I,
be nearby.
Am I seeing this too now?
Yeah.
Asha, what do you think? Do you see it?
I do. That's pretty unusual. I mean, I'm not much of a sailor, but I'm thinking that's pretty rare to see. Right? I bet kind of want to see what it is.
And the captain looks at you and he's like, well, he's like, you could check it out. I can get you probably within 20 yards. You don't want to get too close to it or it'll be caught in the wake, but I can get you close.
Let's do that.
Okay, so he'll bring the boat up close and they'll put the sails down so you can. And it's up to you. Are you? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No. What was the question?
Are you going to go after this?
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Sita's kind of leaning over the edge of the ship. She's not too sure. And she'll kind of look at Asha and go, do you think it's best if perhaps you flew over? I also don't want to put you in danger.
Oh, no. I was going to offer to. I mean, we don't really know what this is yet, right? And I can kind of just land lightly, maybe fly around the raft, see if it can take my weight, and then kind of then investigate. Yeah. All right, so
be careful.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll try. And then I kind of just float up and just kind of glide on over.
You fly over, and as you put your feet, I don't know if you have feet, talons. As you put your talons on the raft, it just starts to sink. It's not going to take your weight.
And then I kind of float up. It's not going to take my weight.
But you do see a large treasure chest that is chained to the raft.
Chained to the raft?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I let Sita know. I'm like, it's chained to the raft. It's all or nothing on this one. Is it locked or anything?
The treasure chest? Yeah, it's got chains wrapped all around it to the raft, and it's probably locked as well, but you can't quite tell because you can't get quite close enough to it.
So did we drop anchor to stop next to this raft?
Yeah, you stopped. You didn't drop anchor, but you've stopped.
Okay. Oh, yeah. They would pulled the sails in or something?
Yeah, they pulled the sails in.
All right. That's enough noise and change in motion that I think at that point I kind of come up to above decks and be like, yay, what's going on up here?
There's a strange
treasure
chest.
Cher, is that enough change in motion for us to get interrupted? I'm not thinking it is.
Maybe if we're there for more than half an hour, probably. It's there's stops and moves, and as far as we were told, there's still another day of travel. So maybe if I see Kavi going up, because I assume I can hear the archery going on.
You'll see Kavi going up.
All right.
And I was making tons of noise while I was rolling around like an idiot shooting arrows. As soon as Asha says something about treasure, I am
yeah. By this point, I start to fly back and kind of describe back to Sita and everyone else who's now on deck and just kind of ask.
I'm just making sure. Have you all gathered on deck in this area?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I'm perched on the railing.
Okay.
I sort of feel the sort of I can hear the and activity, and I think we should maybe go upstairs and see what's happening. We've been,
I suppose,
still for a while.
Great, things got serious. I put the cups right back up and let's go up, I guess.
All right, we head up and so are we here yet?
No, but there's treasure on a raft. And I'm pulling myself up to look at it because I have no idea how high the railing is on this thing.
It's high, but not. I mean, yeah, you could pull up.
To see?
Sorry, do what?
Kavi, do you want? I asked would you like to see better? And I sort of put my hands out.
Hands. Not cool.
No, I didn't touch you. I just asked.
Oh, okay.
Before
Sorry, I thought you were picking her up.
No, no, I put my hands in a position like I can pick you up if you want. Like,
Okay. Then in that case, like, she's like, yeah, give me a boost.
I give
And, like,
you a
when you
boost.
boost me up, I like get up and I'm like standing on the edge of the ship now as we're bobbing up and down in the waves, just kind of like looking out at the treasure chest.
How far away is it?
It's about where you are now. It's about 20 to 30 yards.
That's too far for a decent conversation.
But it might not be too far for a swim.
Okay, so we're gonna go into a skill check to get the raft and the treasure back to the ship. So I want you all to think of something that you're gonna do that's different, that will add to getting this raft and bringing it back to the ship. So it could be flying, it could be swimming. What?
One of my spells is Water Whip, which one of the functions is that it can wrap around weapons to makes it basically it decreases the stun cost of this using it as a disarm. But I'm wondering if I could use that as kind of like basically almost like to wrap around one of the chains to help draw it back.
Sure.
The
I
range
think
I don't know if it's long enough, but
we could make it work. Yeah, that would be fine.
I have a backup if that doesn't work. And I look to Kavi and I say, I heard you shoot, and I'm pretty good with the bow myself, but I think you might be better than me.
I'm definitely better than you.
And I say, if we can get some rope and tie it to an arrow, perhaps we can make some sort of a grappling hook situation and pull it back that way.
I slap you on the shoulder, friend. I love the way you think.
Okay, so I've got a magic from Prakirti. I have a archery from I remember everybody's names. Kavi. I have a intelligence plan from like an engineering from Babasher.
Yep.
The only thing I can think of is kind of just like either I can just fly over and either monitor if we use these plans, or I can be an assist, kind of like use my talons to either like hold the chain, like maybe pull the chain to at least get it in the right direction.
I'm trying to think of what. Oh yeah, okay. So your probably would be like a strength.
Yeah, probably a strength
or a dexterity. Yeah, one of those two. But yeah, Sita, how about you?
I have no idea, and my Roll20 decided to close on me, so that's why I'm like, I'm hopping back into it. But
okay, we'll give you a second. No sweat.
Stretch, stall for time.
I have an idea for what Sita could do if that's okay.
Shoot, yeah, give me.
The rest of us are primarily focused on pulling it closer to the ship, but there's nothing that's actually going to get it onto the ship. And I think you're the strongest one of us, so you might be most effective at the actual physical pulling it up over the rail onto the deck.
Sure.
Yeah, I
It's
think
definitely beyond me.
that's a great idea.
Or is there a way
that.
like I can assist with Sita?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Or there assist like I can just fly down, and
Yeah.
she's also using strength, I can use like when I'm flying just to assist her.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna start with Babasher and make an intelligence. I think it's an intelligence engineering. Yes.
So it's straight up intelligence.
Yeah, straight up
if I'm not
intelligence.
focused.
Yeah. Okay, so you make a pretty decent grappling hook out of like an arrow. You think it'll work. You think it's gonna work.
And I hand it to Kavi.
And I kind of eye the workmanship on it and go, yeah, I guess this is what we're doing then. All right.
So you're gonna make an. I think it's is it accuracy? Bows.
For combat, it's definitely shooting. Is accuracy
bows. I can
Sadly,
remember.
I don't have bows yet.
You will.
I do.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice, super nice. Yeah, you get it, and it kind of
stunts.
Oh yeah, you could do a stunt. You have.
I only have one. I only have 1 point though, and that doesn't get you much.
You can do it with a flourish, though. I just want you to know.
Oh yeah, no, then it's definitely yeah, like taking the arrow and kind of like twirling it a little bit and then sliding down as I knock it and like bring it back in and
Nice.
release it into the
It flies
This is-
pretty far, kind of wraps around a little bit, and then sticks in to the side, like through a chain almost. Like with your engineering, you got it to like hook. Okay, so we've got Silent Ferrets. You're going to do a magic. So I just want you to make me either you can use your spell, or you can make me an Arcana check, an Intelligence Arcana check.
I have an attack roll with the water whip. How does that work?
Just roll it, and then we'll work with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, you're using your knowledge of magic and what you're doing. You just reach out with it, and you get just the tip of a chain, but you do wrap around the chain.
Okay.
And then you guys start hauling it back. I want Asha to make a. Actually, I want you to make a. Yeah, a strength check, just a straight strength check.
Oof.
As
Okay.
you're helping push things back.
Here we go.
That's not bad. And you got 5
That's
stun
legit.
points, so. So yeah, you are helping push it back, and then Sita, I want you to make me a strength might check.
Okay.
Okay, great. Yeah. So you guys, everyone working together, doing everything you've done, you managed to get it and pull it up and back in to the ship. So you have a raft with a treasure chest chained to it, sitting on the deck of the ship.
Woohoo!
I think maybe I should investigate what it is and ask it lots of questions before we try to open it.
Yeah, ask this thing how it opens.
Be my guest.
Yeah. Better than lockpicks.
So my understanding is that is a communication investigation roll based on what we talked about.
Yes, that
But
is
I
what
might
it
need
is.
to cast the spell first,
Yes.
depending. So let me pull up the spell. All right, something didn't work with the spell. Let
I don't know.
me see what I did wrong with the spell. Focus bonus. What is focus bonus?
If you have a focus in it, then you'll get a bonus.
All right, let me see if this will work.
Yeah.
There you go.
Whoa.
So, yeah, so you have 9. Yeah, so
10?
yeah,
Oh,
so
okay, so
you made it.
All right.
Yep.
that activates it. That gives me a +2 in addition to what I've already got on this investigation.
Awesome. Perfect.
So this is that, and then it's this +2.
Oh yeah.
Whatever this.
Yeah, you're totally you got it.
So I start asking the treasure chest, I guess, what's it doing out here? What's going on? Are you okay?
Yeah, it talks back to you. Oh yeah, I'm fine. Some guy just decided to chain me to a raft. I don't know why. It was really weird, but like everything's fine. Yeah.
Is there anything in you? Anything dangerous?
No, I don't think it's dangerous. It's pretty.
What is it?
Like it looks like a ship, I think.
A ship?
Yeah. It's pretty though.
Cool. Do you need anything? Are you?
I mean, I'm just glad to not be on the ocean anymore, so this is great.
Hey, would you like to be a chest that belongs to like the crew of this ship? Because they could probably use you to like store stuff and not like throw you overboard.
That sounds great.
All right.
But you're
We're
gonna
gonna
have
get
to get these chains off me because they're terrible.
Are they like locked or dangerous at all? Do you know? Or
I
are they
don't think so. They feel fine to me, but they just don't let me can't breathe, man.
All right, we'll take them off you. We'll get you out of there. We'll get you emptied out. We'll get you situated. It'll be okay. Trust me, it'll be
Awesome.
okay.
You're super nice.
We got to take care of people. It's a hard world out here, you know?
Yeah.
So, do you have a name?
No, nobody's ever given me a name.
Do you want one, or do you just not care? I mean, names are really kind of last year. It's
Yeah,
all right.
I don't feel like I need. I think I'm good.
All right, guys. So this chest, what it would like us to do is take the chains off, empty it out. There's some stuff inside. It might be something. Shouldn't be dangerous. And then it would like to hold valuables for the crew of this ship, if that's at all possible. Is that a thing we can do? Can we accomplish this?
And I hope so. My goals are exactly the same, frankly.
Are the ship people okay with
Yeah,
this?
the captain's like, yeah, sounds good to me.
Doesn't seem to be dangerous. At least the chest doesn't think so.
We trust the chest.
Yeah, but how did the chest say how to open it?
I think we just. Do we need anything special to open you? I thought we just take the chains off.
The chains are locked, so you're gonna have to unlock them. But yeah,
All right, so we'll have to unlock the chains, but the chest should be easy to open after that.
Maybe you should talk to the chains too. Maybe they might have a way to open them.
I mean, I can't chains. How are you guys doing?
you get nothing.
Oh.
Oh,
Hold on.
But we have a couple people in the party who I don't know. Maybe one of them might possibly be able to pick a lock.
We're gonna get some lock picking or some hacksaws.
I'm not focused in it, but I am pretty dexterous.
Yes, I'm super dexterous.
All right, I did my job, chains. I tried to save you. I'm out. I tried.
You
It's a
guys
sad
can
day.
you can Rochambeau for whoever is gonna pick the lock, or
Can we aid each other?
can you what?
Can we aid each other? I am totally okay with Rochambeauing it because
There's no way to really there's no mechanic in Fantasy Age for aiding, giving advantage and stuff like that. There is no advantage or disadvantage in the game. So yes, you could do that, but
oh, I have a low dexterity, so you two can duke it out. It's fine.
I mean, I think I already proved I'm pretty amazing today. So, please, friend Baba Cher, you are more than welcome.
all right,
I graciously take a step back.
I sort of
So humble.
lick my paw and I'm getting myself.
Preened for it?
Yes.
Hey, you're trying to open it mechanically, not open its legs. Can we step this up a little?
I was like, look,
Yeah, there's a difference.
clearly, spending time
Dang.
with Prakirti, we found out that objects also like to be talked sweetly to. So I'm just making sure, you know.
See, that's quick count for the day. 3. No, I'm kidding.
So I start sort of working it, but also talking to it really come on, let me figure out how to open you.
I like the drums in the background.
And I will do, I guess, a dexterity
Yes,
check.
a dexterity check.
Ooh, so I guess I stunt.
You stunt.
That's
Yeah, that's
If you would
enough.
You have 3 points to spend.
Ooh. And is it role playing or exploration?
Either. Probably
Okay.
exploration, but whatever works best for you. Yeah.
You could leave us with stunned silence.
that would be fun.
There's other options, of course, but I just wanted to put that one out there.
Yeah, I will totally do stunned
I love
silence
it.
and sort of talk to it so sweetly as I'm sort of, and it's like, oh, come on, baby. Sort of, I'm very, me, the player, I'm actually quite bad at sort of smoothly talking sometimes. So assume I said something really smooth and then click and
And it
everything
just
falls
opens,
apart.
and all the
it's
changes fall off.
And I'm so wowed that I stopped mid-beat.
and then I look at Covey and I say, well, it is like opening legs.
And then everyone around you is just like this.
You know, this is important.
The chest is not locked.
Let's see what's inside.
Kavi is completely
We're
impressed,
almost there,
hasn't it?
people. We've almost made it.
Baba, would you like the honors of opening the chest?
Since you warmed up to it, please, my friend.
I put my hands firmly on the chest and lift gently, but firmly. Wait. I'm describing opening the treasure chest, just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Evidently that works here, so
Inside, you see a copper miniature of a ship. It's beautifully detailed, and it's large because it's in a chest, so it's a big one. But it's a model. It's a model ship made out of copper, set with hematite. Just like inlays and all of this. It's just really pretty. It's a pretty ship. Probably worth some money, Kavi.
yeah, no, it's like slowly already doing calculations of like, oh.
Does it strange at all? Unusual? Like, I mean, it's weird enough. Besides the location of where we found it, like, does it seem mystic?
No, it just seems like a really pretty model ship.
I lean in towards you and I say, "Does it talk to you too?"
I don't know. Why are you here? What's going on? Are you okay?
You just hear like a beautiful song that's sung in a language you don't understand.
It's singing to me, but I can't understand the language.
It's a singing boat? You have any idea what we could get for this?
But I don't hear anything. Is it only Prakrita that can only listen to it?
No, but Cher, you can hear it, right?
Can I hear it?
No.
No, I'm asking. Okay, so no, I sort of cock my ear, really, really trying to listen. I was like, maybe it's a song just for you.
Oh.
I put my ear right up against the ship.
It's a strange. I wish I could share this with you guys.
What does the song sound like? Does it sound happy?
What does it sound like?
It's very melodic and somewhat haunting.
It's a haunting melodic melody in a language that I don't know. Can I try to lore identify it in some fashion?
This is not, I promise you, this is not a language you would have ever heard.
It's a language that I have literally never heard anything like this language.
Can you repeat it so we remember it?
I try to, but I'm probably going to get it wrong, so I do it anyway.
Sure, make me an intelligence check to see how well you repeat it.
Hamburger, chicken, banana. That's what it said.
So it's a hungry boat.
I mean, you get kind of like maybe the gist of like maybe what some of the sounds are, but
Yeah.
I try to write it down for later.
Theta will turn to the captain. And she will say, "Well, have you seen a vessel like this anywhere in your travels?"
No.
So it's foreign.
I wonder if this is from. Could this be the?
Well, if it's not, I mean, it may not be a singing boat, but it's definitely a gravy boat. I got a fence. We could definitely take this thing too.
We can't. We don't know enough yet.
And isn't that kind of weird? I mean, it's chained on a raft, and it was just this.
It strikes me as incredibly suspicious. I suggest, and she'll turn to the captain, that we proceed at an incredibly slow pace. This entire thing feels suspicious, like a trap. What do you think?
It could be a benevolent thing, but it's still somehow a significant thing either way. It's just hard to tell what.
The captain will be like, "Wait,
magic."
It's not.
There's no magic, but that doesn't mean it's not a sign of some kind. What
exactly
about the Avardi? Was that the word?
The Vasahata, the people that you're looking into.
About the Vasahata at all? Like what they look like, what their crafts are like, anything.
They saw.
Maybe we do now.
Yeah, they saw a ship, but it wasn't this. It didn't look like this ship. The captain will tell you. It didn't look like this ship specifically. But that's all they pretty much saw of the island. So.
what ship does it look like? Like, what sort of class of ship does it look like?
I don't know. It looks like it. No, I do. No, it looks like a really big. It looks like a really big warship, actually.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big is the model?
The model itself is probably a good like 5 feet long. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
geez.
it's
Oh,
big.
I was thinking like
Bigger than me.
Yeah. It big.
Foot or two.
It big.
I can write it like.
No, we are going to study it.
My inclination is that something that sings must be probably a mastercraft work. Does that sound about right,
Yes.
Kate?
Yes.
like
This is a mastercraft work.
Like it's singing because it is high quality, even more than say any sort of random thing I might have come across.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Whatever it is, it's a major thing. It's not. And yes, when we eventually sell it, it'll be worth a lot of money. If
No,
not,
what to talk about. Actually, so here's the thing. This thing's like enormous. Then way bigger than I realized.
Mhm.
So like my first thought then is like, oh, okay, hang on, guys. This thing's gigantic, and I'd start like knocking on it to see if it's hollow.
It is not hollow.
I say, what if I've heard of this? You know, there's a lot of this kind of bad magic I've heard, where sometimes they seal someone in a prison. What if this is an actual boat that's been imprisoned?
It's doesn't seem likely because of the lack of magic. Is that Kate? Am I interpreting based on the information that I have?
It would stand to reason from the information that you have that it is not imprisoned.
Okay.
And if Brigitte is saying that it is singing, I don't think it's got any prisoners on it. It seems like a very pleased boat. Or content boat. Oh my goodness, I'm starting to think like Brigitte. We need to study the ship.
It is.
Wait, is it burring?
It is not purring, a Boucher.
Well, while this conversation is going on, I am just like fiddling with like its sails, any like figurehead on it, like just kind of just very gently like pushing against bits and pieces of it to see just like does anything on this thing move? Is there any like I'm like looking for like hidden stuff on this.
There's
thing.
nothing hidden. You can do a perception searching test if you'd like.
Sure.
Do
I mean,
it.
if you think
Why
it's
not?
called for.
Why not? Do it.
While that's happening,
Okay.
while that's happening, I look at Covey, then I look at Brigitte, and it's like, is it purring now? Is it purring now? Is it purring now?
Honestly, the chains are probably gonna be. You should take the chains, Cher. They liked you a lot, it seemed.
I was like, more for me. And I kind of pull the chains up and I take it to my room while this is happening.
You don't
I
find
have
anything, Kavi.
What Cher's gonna use them for?
The sails move, like the things on it that are supposed to move. So it is very delicately done and beautifully crafted, but it's not. There's no secret compartment that you find.
Well, if it's a trap or whatever, it's a really, really boring, ineffectual one. Don't know what to tell y'all. Seems solid enough to me.
Maybe once we go on land, we can hit up a blacksmith or something and maybe kind of check out if there's a special, because I'm sure something this crafted will have some sort of craftsmanship mark, you know, like
100%.
yeah, someone's got to know who made this. It's too
Can't
good.
find more information. We should bring it back to the Lady Minsay.
We still got to get to the island before we talk to her about anything.
Yeah, we actually, oh my gosh, we still have an actual job.
Meant,
And at that moment, oh, go ahead.
I just meant eventually, like once we get to the island and we leave, if we haven't found a use for it, it might just be worth bringing it to her to see.
I think
And
that's
then
incredibly important.
And then you could maybe exchange it for Lazy Susan.
Lazy Susan will be free. This is non-negotiable.
And the captain says, so I'm assuming that the rest of the day passes, and the captain says, we should be at the island by nightfall. And as
Excellent.
the sun sets and over the waves, and you get close, you see land off in the distance. And that is where we'll end tonight.
Oh,
Cliffhanger. Well, sort of.
Not really.
kind of.
Island hanger.
Island hanger. There you go. Island hanger. So
I'm gonna
let's.
close the
I am
doors.
intrigued. I am intrigued.
Is there time to sort of spend some time with Danthos and those chains?
Sure. Why not? For Barbara, sure. I don't care. But why not? You are gonna have a return trip too, so probably then as
Oh
well.
my god.
I say now you've got Kavi's attention. Hang on.
Yeah.
You're welcome to join.
Okay, so we're gonna go around the group and backwards from the way we started. Just talk about like how you felt about tonight, how it was, and shout out yourself and any project you're involved in. Yeah. So starting with Kubo Night.
Oh, okay. Well, I had a blast. I mean, I was definitely kind of nervous, just kind of because with all, tech and just first episodes kind of thing, but I think it gelled really well, and I can't wait for the next episode. Let's see, what am I doing? You can follow me on Twitter and Instagrams at Twitter is at Kupo Night because someone took the Kupo Night apparently, but Instagram is just Kupo and then period then night. I host a podcast called Diverse Geeks in Focus on the Geeks Say What Network, and that is where me and my co-host, we pretty much just talk with fellow geeks that are in the industry or with their own projects, and we just talk about them and people in the marginalized issues, I should say, in the marginalized, and we kind of talk about how their experience connects with geek culture, and that's what I do.
Awesome.
But yeah, thank everyone for watching.
Silent Ferrets.
I'm Silent Ferrets. I'm at 1000 Heads on Twitter because that's one of my other online identities. Most of my work right now is on silentferrets.itch.io. I'm designing a bunch of small independent games, many of which are GM-less, single player, and intersectional. I'm working on one where that's really difficult right now because I'm working on it. I loved playing this character, and I loved playing with all of you. It was nice to actually kind of start bouncing back and forth and finding the rhythm of how talking to objects versus talking to people would work, because it's a weird character. And I was really happy to be a part of this experiment, I guess.
I dig it.
And I have to have a talk.
Who?
Sita and I have to have a talk.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
About our background, our village background.
Oh, yeah. Anytime.
Leona.
Hi, my name is Leona. You can find me on Twitter at the Leona Maple. And you can find me all over the Welcome to the Party Discord. I mod there. I help run Vibrant Visible Victorious. That runs every Sunday. It did not run today because of Mother's Day, but it runs every Sunday at 8:30 EST, so just before this game. So basically you can get all your intersectionality goodness all up in one place on Sunday evenings, so join us. Beyond that, what else do I do? I'm in this game. I mod. I talked about that. What am I doing? I don't know. I'm also part of a Pardon? Oh, Mustafa's podcast. I'll let Marion talk a little bit more about that. I had a total brain freeze there. And I'm also part of A Seat at the Table magazine, and it's super, super exciting that we're working on our first issue and stuff like that. So, I do all of the intersectional things and, supporting people that don't normally get to hear things and all that kind of stuff. And my brain is clocking out, and that's why I'm rambling. So thank you all. Love you all. And it was fun. I always have a hard time with first sessions because I hate learning new systems, to be real with you. I just can't.
Fair.
We'll get you sorted.
Yes, thank you. So it's a little bit of like a rusty start for me, and it takes me a couple sessions to really like get a feel for things. So I'm being patient with myself is really the gist of things. But I'm happy to be here and have fun, and all of this ridiculousness was awesome. So thank you.
Awesome. Miriam.
So I really enjoyed everything, and I guess player check-in that I hope I wasn't too extra, and GM check-in. And yeah, so yeah, I think this is super fun and interesting, and just lots of entendres are incoming. And
Oh my god.
but as for myself, you can find me on Twitter at media_junkie, as well as I am. This is sort of taking over my life. I'm working on a South Asian 5e campaign setting called Serzamin. I have a Patreon for that, as well as I've just started the Musafir's podcast with Leona as one of the players, and actually her episode's coming out next week. uh, and but then actually, since we're already in Monday now, at least on the East Coast, there will be a bonus episode
10
coming
minutes
out
for me.
literally in 10 minutes.
Miriam, I listened to the Mustafirs, and it was so much fun. I loved the first episode. I don't know if I told you yet, but it was a great episode. I had so much fun listening to it.
Thank you. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm also, you can see me frequently on 3V, Vibrant, Visible, Victorious, and I will be running a game next week. So that'll be fun. And I put my links over there, and
Awesome,
I'm
yes.
done now.
Great. Fox.
Hey, I remain Fox Barrett. You can find me on Twitter at Fox_Barrett, where I occasionally post art of dumb kobolds that I played in a game here last year.
Kobolds.
Oh yeah, poor Flute. She went up in flames like she should. You can also, she got blowed up real good. Kobolds and My Baby is a great game. Shout outs to Kevin. You can find me here. Gosh, okay, so I'm in this game, which we're gonna be doing, and then tomorrow night, as with every Monday night at 9:30 Eastern Time, I am on our Masks game, Aegis Shield of Earth, where I play a moody teenager, and we mostly yell at each other and sometimes eat pizza. But I just got a girlfriend, so things are looking up. I am also. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to be running a 3-part series in June to.
I love this idea.
I have to check my schedule. I really want to join this.
So what everyone is talking about is if you go down to the Discord, which you totally should do because the Discord's awesome. I just posted a notice for a trilogy of games I'm calling Pride After the Fall, and it's going to be running on Saturday nights at 8 Eastern Standard Time. Still working out dates, but we're going to pick 3 days in that month. And it's about queer resistance after the apocalypse, basically. And it's going to be a trilogy of GM-less, dice-less games. They're all like community-based. It's Dialect, The Quiet Year, and Dream Askew.
I love starting with Dialect. That is such a neat choice. I love that.
I had it flipped for a while there, but I realized like, oh shit, no, you make the language first, then you make the people, then you make them deal with things. So.
I have a question. Can one be in, since there's sort of 3 separate systems, could one be in one game and not in the others? Or does it have to be, it's one cast for the entire, like all 3?
So this is very much a work in progress. That's what I had originally considered, is I figured I would do like just one set of players throughout the whole thing. But if enough interest comes in, I might shake that up a bit. It really depends on how many, if I find I need to cram in more people, because the games do all support different numbers of people. Dialect is like a max of 5, but then Quiet Year wants 4, which I'm like forcing to be 5, and then like Dream Askew supports 6, so like it's kind of fuzzy. But it really comes down to like how much people check it out, which you can do if you go to our Discord. So, sorry?
Do you need to know those games already, or have played them?
No, because I'll be teaching them.
Okay.
Since the games won't have a GM, I'm going to be acting as facilitator. I have played 2 of the 3 so far.
Okay.
And I'm being a real mycog right now. I'm super excited. People are excited. I will answer any questions. PM me, hit me up on the Discord. I'll be around. I totally, this is great. Just those 3 games. Okay. And Twitter, and okay, yeah, that's everything. That's me.
Awesome. And I am Kate. I go by Mia Midair on the Twitters, which is where I spend most of my time, like I said before. I had a great time tonight. I was super nervous, and my anxiety brain took over about 3 hours before the launch, but I had so much fun with you guys. Your characters are amazing, and I'm so excited to learn more about them and play in this world with you all. I will DMing this game on Sunday nights, and I also play in Dragon Dark Days on Friday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I have to remember the time. My brain's starting to fall apart already. And we have a great time. We're in the middle of Tolt right now, and we just made it into the tomb, where we're tentatively hoping we don't die. We haven't died yet, so that's good. But yeah, it's a great game, and we have a lot of fun, so join us there. Check us out on Discord. If you need a cool community to hang with, our Patreon, support us. That'd be awesome. And what's the other one I need to talk about? Oh, our merch. If you want merch, go to So Nerdwear. Use the code WELCOME to get 10% off. And I think we're gonna have someone on. Oh yes.
Oh, I forgot to mention, because I don't want to leave that out, is I'm also a player in Adventures in Agni, which is a new show that started last night. And it's great. It's Angela, big diverse cast, and yeah.
So basically our weekends are people of color. Like our weekend evenings are people of color, and it's fucking amazing.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm super happy.
I love it.
And for Pride Month, we're going to wedge in a couple of queers. It's going to be great.
Yes. Well, I mean, queer representation here too.
Fair enough.
But more
Fair.
queer, like more visibly queer, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah. I was like, we're here too. We're all queer.
Totally didn't mean it that way. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. It is late, and I think we're all brain fried.
It is
All right.
2 a.m. here.
Yeah, it's late. It's late. So we are going to be rating Hippo TV.
Yay, Hippo TV.
In 10, 9, say bye, everyone.
Bye. Say bye, everybody.
Bye. Keep waving too.
Keep waving. Oh,
Keep waving.
no.
TV, I'm so confused.
Do I need to?
And it's
Okay, good. And we're done.
And we're done.